What is up, everybody? It's been a minute. What's up, Tiff? Wanted to see how everybody's doing, man. Thank you, Tiff. I appreciate that. What's going on the TikTok streets today, man? Not much. I just got back from taking my son to Chuck E. Cheese. He is a skee ball master champion. This kid continues to amaze me. Yeah, yesterday was a shitty day. Why don't I go live with Haiti? I mean, me and Haiti are good. I just think she has reasons why she's not hopping on live streams right now. I can't answer for her. I'd stay on YouTube. Yeah, I feel you, man. I know. Like, TikTok's a whole other level of toxicity. That is a fact. That is a fact. Oh yeah, no worries. It's cool. It's cool. I think people these days are just kind of hesitant to yeah, just come on panels in just in general. Well, they do, man. I tell you, they do wild out over here on TikTok. I don't know. It's like it's like I was saying, posting like I don't know, but they're also inviting the craziness into their lives by engaging and platforming people like Sheena or people. It's like what's this it's that account I like her. What is it? Ash something rants and raves or something. I like her take on a lot of stuff, and and it's like I think it was her that made a video or something, and she was saying something to the effect of she was like, there is no like these people that pretend to be neutral, right? Like the neutral. There is no such thing, man. It's like you're either against Schmurder or you're not. Like that's pretty much it. There's no neutral ground to be found with amongst these people. Kimberly, I'll bring you up. I don't know if you meant to request to come up, but you're more than welcome. I'll add you. That's another weird thing about TikTok. People accidentally join and they don't mean to. Kimberly, hello. I don't know if you meant to join the live stream, but if you did, hello. Okay, I'm guessing you must not have. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird, man. I don't know. I don't have that happen on YouTube, but anybody's welcome to join, man. I'm just running my mouth, man. Running my mouth. You're good, Kimberly. You're good. But yeah, I wanted to hop on TikTok and see how everybody was doing. Oh, here we go. I think this is this? I think this is Autumn. Is this Autumn?
No, I'm her friend.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
hidden.
I don't know why I thought you were Autumn. I'm sorry.
Well, it says Shortikins is hers. No,
I don't know why I
I
thought
am
that.
not.
For some reason I thought
I,
you were Autumn on an alt account or something. You got a lot of noise in the
she has an
background.
alt account, but it's not. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm gonna go
good.
ahead
You're
and mute.
good.
I'm in the store.
Oh no. Oh no. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I know. Yesterday was uh, a sad day. Obviously, the community lost somebody that a lot of you were very close with. I spoke to Dank Harley Quinn. A few times she was on my panels. A few times I always liked her. Never had any issues. Her passing. I know a lot of I know she was more on TikTok than YouTube. So a lot of you guys really forged relationships, friendships with her, and you guys were close. And my heart does go out to you guys. That it's yeah, it's sad, especially that young. You know what I'm saying? Like I think she was only 40 years old. That's way too young, man. It's way too young. Um, And I don't know, I don't think anybody knows what happened. So, yeah, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, she will be missed. That's for sure. See, at least she was, she was on the right side of history when it comes to all of this, right? So, um, I know she went on Morbid's panel, I guess, a lot when he was doing his live streams. I'll be honest with you guys, I never really watched Morbid's live streams. I always found the guy to be boring. I really did. I truly did. It's only a handful of times that I actually listened to his shit because it's only so long I can sit there and listen to the same jokes being repeated over and over and over again. But she was, she was there. She's been there. She was like one of the OG people. You know what I'm saying? That spoke out on Gypsy, and I did interview him. Yeah, I did interview him, Sam David. I did interview him. I still have that interview. I actually need to go back and listen to that. I really do, because it's like with everything I know now, it'd be good to go back and listen to that interview with, it just with um, let me see. I don't know if this person is wanting to come up, but I'll add them. I don't think they meant to. What is it, man? Is people just accidentally like request to come up on TikTok like all the time? I don't understand how that happens. In the interview, I acted like I was such a big fan, though. I don't think you could say that. I can see you're here to try to like stir some stuff, man. But that's fine. If you're wanting to simp for Morbid, bro, go to his channel. I mean, the thing about Morbid is like I made a community post earlier, and I was like, guys, I'm gonna try to do my best to not contribute to the ongoing back and forth stuff. At a certain point, you have to tune it out. You got to stop responding to the nonsense. But like when it comes to that guy, like I took him at face value. Obviously, there was always accusations that were said about him. I took him at his word on it. And and then when he came back and turned on me and everybody else and started just doing all this despicable stuff, I looked into it. And I wish I had done that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had done my homework in the beginning, because I would not be in the position that I'm in now had I done that, because it's really bad stuff. But you live and you learn, man. You learn through your mistakes. It's how you grow. It's how you evolve. Let's see. Who else is wanting to? Katie Bug, if you're wanting to join, I keep adding you, but I don't know if you're trying to come up.
Oh, yeah. I meant to.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, not bad. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just got back from Chuck E. Cheese. Took my son there, and he is really good at skee ball. I found a new talent for him.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm gonna have to get
I
like
love Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh heck yeah, I love Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, and I'm a huge kid myself at heart, so it's.
I mean, it's been years. It's been years since I've been, like years and years. But yeah, I mean, I like it, and I kind of miss it. It's kind of like nostalgic,
Yeah, it is. I tell you what, though, they need to do better about the staff that they hire, because it's just a bunch of young kids, which I get it. I'm sure the pay is not good, but every single person there looked like they literally just regret their life choices and that they are miserable. And I guess I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're around a bunch of screaming kids all day and whatever, but don't sign up for that type of job if you're not ready to deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like don't work somewhere if you're not gonna, if you're just gonna be miserable. That's
Right.
That's the same logic with teachers as well.
Right.
There's so many teachers now that are teaching just our children and our youth, and
Like Ryan
some of them.
Anderson.
Yeah, and it's like some of them are so bitter, and it's like if you hate your job that much, if you're gonna take it out on the children, then
Right.
why are you working as a teacher?
Well, I know, and it's interesting you bring that up because this is a seg. Well, not really a segue, but it's just relative to the community that we're in and the stuff that we cover. I came across a video earlier today. I think it was on TikTok, and it was someone talking about Ryan Anderson, and they were. I remember what it was. So I guess Ryan has been bringing up this other guy that some people think may be on the spectrum, that Ryan gets triggered by because people say that they look like, they're brothers or twins. This guy that wears glasses, I can't remember his name, and Ryan bullies the crap out of this guy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah. No, he brings this guy up on his panels
Wow.
and just makes fun of him because he thinks well, he takes issue because people make fun of Ryan. I don't even know if they're making fun. All they were saying is that, like, hey, you guys look like you could be brothers. And Ryan is so narcissistic and egotistical and just a D-bag in general
My
that,
gosh.
he takes it out on him, on this guy. And
His name is B Money, just so you know.
that's it. Thank you. B Money. That's it.
I'm
B Money.
glad that you are telling me this
Hi, Katie.
because, hey, hidden in plain sight. Dang it, I lost my. I'm glad that you're telling me this because I always go back and forth with like whether I like Ryan or not.
You shouldn't.
Because like I absolutely can't stand the guy because it's like he's just like it seems like he's like a clickbaiter, man. Like I felt bad at him. I felt bad for him at first because of
I
how
did
Gypsy
too.
treated him. Because of how Gypsy treated him. But then when he got when he started going live all of the time, I was like, okay, well, he kind of deserves, he deserves to be noticed a little bit because of how Gypsy treated him. But then the more he started going live every single day and talking nothing about Gypsy. He defended Gypsy. And
He
so
still does.
I'm
still
glad that you're
does.
telling me this because, yeah, it gives me even more
But
reason not to like the dude.
let me tell you, Katie, the thing is that, yeah, like you and most other people, I felt sorry for the guy originally. I did. I genuinely did. I'll never forget that episode in the first season of her show when she was released, and he was crying when he was talking about the matching tattoos that her and Ken got. My heart went out to him, right? Like, we didn't have all the information on him like we do now, right? But the thing is that, like, yeah, we felt sorry for him because Gypsy did him wrong and whatever. But then all the FOIAs come out, the prison emails, and we saw that this guy was given every like this dude was told in a million different ways by Gypsy herself that she was not attracted to him. He would not take no for an answer. He wouldn't. It's in the emails that he sent her. He said he was willing to be her side piece, whatever. Like, he literally said, "I'll be your side piece, whatever." You know what I'm saying? So, and this is also somebody that told him that she messaged or called Ken the day before their wedding.
Yeah, I don't even I don't even watch the dude's lives, and I
Who
haven't,
can?
and like I haven't in like a year or probably even longer because he's just so boring.
He
And
is.
I did before. I admit it.
all he does is defend Gypsy, and it's very
Right.
weird behavior. It's like, my gosh, like
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
why? Because he said from the beginning, like Case was saying, that I'll be your whatever man. And
I
that's
think
true.
that he looks at her like she's a trophy. If you want my
No, he
Yeah.
honest
looks at her
opinion.
like she's a steak. He looks at
Yeah.
her like she's a piece of good cut of prime rib with all the fixings,
Because
piping
she's a high
hot.
profile case. She's a high profile case, and there's weirdos out there, unfortunately, that think that that's cool. Like, he thinks it's a
Right,
flex.
right. He does. Because he has that, you know, sick desire to be with her. It's a sickness.
Yeah.
It's not a normal thing you feel for somebody. Like, yeah, I may occasionally look at my husband like he's a steak, but I don't look at him like a steak all the time. It's like, damn, you look good. But but Ryan gives the ick. It gives like something
Yeah,
like, predatory.
he
Something
does.
like,
I mean, look, there's a million things I could say about that guy, and none of them are good. They
And then
like,
also, Case, what you were saying about Morbid earlier, that's actually the main reason I came up is because I heard you
mm,
talking about that. And I couldn't agree with you more. Like,
mhm.
I never hated the guy, but I also never cared for him. I thought that he was boring. I thought that he was irrelevant. The first, like, I only watched bits and pieces of him about a year or so ago. And I thought that, like, it was irrelevant because he was losing his credibility to me, like, in my morals and my values, because he was making fun of people's looks
Looks,
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
and I feel like when you bully people more than you talk about the facts and the
right.
issue at hand, then it just I don't respect someone like that.
yeah. And B Money, back to B Money. The gentleman is on the spectrum. And it just
Oh
shows
man.
you how low
Okay,
of a
thank you.
person Ryan is,
Exactly.
that he needs to go battle a person who's on the spectrum, who's seeking validation. I work with people on the spectrum. That's what I
But
do
more
for a living.
importantly, hidden in plain sight, and this is what
Hmm.
the video I came across today, what they were saying is that they were saying what you were talking about, that like, yeah, he's bullying this guy that's on the spectrum. And this is a guy that worked with, special needs
I
children.
know. That's the coup de grace.
So, you, are you, dude? I have not said anything even remote. Like they're already reporting my live stream.
What?
This is
That's what people
ridiculous,
do.
dude.
That's what people
Like
do.
people come in here, man. This is why I don't do TikTok that
What
often.
happened? I missed it.
I have no idea. It's
Oh,
my life. It's restricted for 10 minutes. So everybody, just try to
Oh, they did that
be
to me last
careful.
night.
Just let's be
Yeah.
careful how we word what we say. But
uh, yeah.
anyways, you're completely right. But it's like this is a guy that was working with special needs children, and he's been fired from 2 jobs, and we forget. The
Yeah.
circumstances. A lot of people don't even know the circumstances around some of those firings. It's alleged that the first time that he was fired, now he lost both of his jobs due to his association with Gypsy Rose, which
Yes.
obviously, right? But the first time around, it was alleged that he was fired from his job from essentially being inappropriate with children, and he allegedly made a remark to a student that smarted off to him, and he let me be careful. How do I say this? He said, "Oh yeah, well, I could hook up with your mom," is essentially what he said,
And we
which
know he said that because
tracks. You know what I'm saying? That
yes,
that does
yes.
track for him,
He's a
so
He's
I do
always doing
believe
disgusting,
mama
it.
filthy.
jokes.
He's a disgusting, filthy
Be
individual.
careful. Let's be careful. Yep.
Yeah, be careful, please.
I mean,
I'm
like
not
you
mentioning
can't even.
names. I'm
You're not
just
even
saying
allowed
he's
to say
disgusting.
that.
I don't know, man. I
Hang
don't know. Like I get so many restrictions. Like they come in here and mass report me anytime I go live. So
Right. That's just a way of TikTok. I don't know how YouTube is. I haven't even figured out how to
YouTube
even do a
isn't
live
like
on
that.
YouTube.
YouTube is too loose when it comes to enforcing their community guidelines, because
Oh
I mean they
wow.
allow the everything. Like I don't know how certain people still have a channel, to be honest with you, but
Wow.
you would think
That's wild.
doxing people, doxing kids, harassing you would think that would get somebody booted, but I don't know.
Post on YouTube very often. I mean, I was
Me
trying
neither.
to, but I just don't. I'm not a YouTube person like that much. Like I don't get on YouTube that often.
Oh, that's my jam. I of
I
course
don't
that's where
hate
I
it. Like I actually love it, but
I'm thinking of
yeah.
doing live on YouTube, but you can't like post. The thing I don't like is that the community post is so limited what you can post. It's like literally a paragraph and that's it. That pisses me off.
Where? On
On
YouTube? You can
YouTube.
type as long as you want on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Really?
Case,
Yeah.
you said you like YouTube. That's like your whole thing.
Yeah, that's where I do. Yeah, that's where I do
Heck
everything.
yeah, man. Like I've seen your lives and stuff before, and I like what you're doing. So keep it up.
Well, I tell you, I got one foot out the door at this point. I really do. I'm so.
Get that. I understand why.
It doesn't.
It's a lot.
Well, I don't know, and I think going back to Dank, it's like yesterday I made a community post. I deleted the community. Oh, whoops! I deleted community post that I made yesterday because I was upset. I found out about Dank's passing, and then I saw where Quiche, who I'm not a fan of, and I've told her that myself. I'm not a fan of her, and nor am I a fan of Starlight anymore. But I made a post talking about them bringing Morbid up on panel, in the wake of learning this news about Dank Harley Quinn. And I just found it to be completely distasteful and disgusting, just based on the fact that this was a guy that was bullying her and her husband last week, going after her, and to bring him up and have his fake,
That is really messed
condolences,
up.
and it's just, come on. I mean, because I know enough about this guy to know that this is completely performative. It's just whatever. But
So
let me just say, I deleted those posts, and I made a post today, and I said, you know what? I shouldn't have said that because it was poor timing. Look, I wasn't close to Dank. I spoke to her, a handful of times. She was on panel a few times, but I shouldn't have, said that yesterday. But then again, I also don't think people should have been holding hour-long sessions of live streams right after her family has it. Her immediate family had not even announced her passing or anything. And so I just think
Oh,
to me, it came across as people wanting attention for themselves. That's how I took it, but whatever. I know people were hurt and they were affected by it. So I probably shouldn't have said anything, but to bring that guy up, give me a break.
yeah. I mean, especially after being a person that spoke ill of the person who is now deceased. I mean, it's
Well,
just poor
yeah.
taste.
And then he did a live stream yesterday where it was supposed to be about her, but I guess the majority of it was about that dude Andrew, that guy that pretended to shoot himself in the leg last year. You guys remember that?
Be careful. Say pew pew.
Oh shoot, great. Probably another restriction coming in.
No,
Um,
just say be careful. You have to
Whatever.
use TikTok lingo.
I done forgot the dude's name, Case, but somebody on TikTok sent me a link yesterday, and I think you would find this very interesting if you haven't seen it already. But it's actually a YouTuber that is calling out Morbid. Now, I've
Mm,
never heard of this dude, never watched
mhm.
him, but I was reacting to him last night. It was like a 2 hour live stream, and I ain't even finished it yet because I ended up getting busy. But I was reacting to it on live last night, and he was calling out Morbid, and I'm about to go down a rabbit hole,
What's his
because
name? Are you talking about
I
internet
don't
cancer?
remember.
Internet
Yeah,
cancer?
yes.
Yeah.
Do you
And
like that dude, or
I don't know him.
do you have any history?
He's been on my panel one time. He is one of hundreds of people that Morbid has targeted and messed with over the years. There's hundreds upon hundreds of people, victims that have been impacted by James over the years. I don't know nothing about him. I don't. And I also saw some comments you guys or people were saying that I did not imply that Dank committed self-harm. What I said was that if that is the case, because it is random, a 40-year-old woman just suddenly passing. But what I was saying was if it is a case of self-harm, I find it. I thought that Morbid was covering his ass, essentially, giving fake condolences and sympathy, pretending as though this is a narcissistic sociopath that does not care about anybody but himself. Like, this guy likes to inflict the most extreme pain that he can on a person. This is a guy that it's dark. He's a dark guy, and I'm not gonna sit here, like, for him to pretend that he gave one crap about Dank or her memory. That's a joke. That is a complete joke. And but I said, like, yeah, if it turns out that this was a case of something like that, then yeah, he would have. I think he would have blood on his hands. But I never implied anything. I said I don't know what happened. So people will twist your words and do whatever, but no, we don't know what happened.
I'm surprised to know that dude had a following to begin with, man. Like, even when he was because he's a troll. Like, all he does is talk about people's looks.
He has a formula. He has a formula.
Docs.
Katie, he has a formula. I have done so much research on this guy, like so much research on this guy. 10 years worth of documented evidence and patterns of behavior when it comes to him. Then he has a pattern, like he knows how to build an audience. He goes from community to community. And he essentially, what he does is he just steals content from other people and puts it in his own words. He does have a voice, right? People hear that voice. It's like a radio voice. It's gone.
That's what it reminds me of. Yeah.
Right. It's worked well for him. But what he does, and every place he goes to, is whatever community he's in, is he'll lift content, steal it from Reddit, steal it from other creators, twist it and sort of phrase it as his own work, whatever. And then he eventually gets bored and he turns on every person in that community, doxes them, their family, harasses their family. I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and go through all of it.
What is mind-boggling to me, Case, is how do you go from being like hardcore anti-gypsy to now you're all of a sudden pro-gypsy? I think that it's all a ploy.
He's not
that he's trying to get inside
No.
I think he's trying to get inside information.
No, that's not it either. No, that's not it either.
What is it? Case then?
This is a guy that just likes to watch the world burn. He's somebody that likes to just create chaos for content. Like, people keep saying, oh, he did this for money and clicks and views. No, he's losing money. He's losing views. He's losing subs. This is more a sadistic thing that he just gets off on. It's not that.
Okay.
I think he gains notoriety.
That makes sense. That puts it into better perspective, actually, now that you say that.
Now, Patty, I see Patty, they're saying maybe he's being paid. I don't buy that either, because I don't think, that just goes back to
we know he's being paid, though. We know that.
I don't know that. I don't think
How come
so.
you don't know?
Because
giving Morbid a $300 gift on live is obvious that he's being paid.
Sent him $350, actually.
Well, there you go. That's being paid.
I don't view that. Yes, yeah, sure, that's him getting money, but I don't believe that there's some sort of contract or obligation on his end, and that's why he's doing this.
You don't think that there's like an ulterior motive, basically?
I don't know. But let me put it to you like this. Before I went down the rabbit hole on him, I would have agreed with you, because there were allegations that he had gotten a cease and desist from the Blanchards and all this stuff. And I might have been, inclined to believe that at first. But then when I went down the rabbit hole, I saw this is just his pattern of behavior. I can't tell you how many victims I've heard that he's terrorized over the years. Like this one person in general, and I'm paraphrasing, but they said something to the effect of, they were like, look, Jimmer Nam, that's what he used to be, Jimmer Nam, Misery Box, whatever you want to call him. They were like, look, he's gonna build a community, and whether it's 6 months, it could be 6 months or it could be a year, but he is going to turn on everybody that was on his panel and tear them to shreds because he can't help himself. And that's true. And I've seen it. I've seen, like, a lot of the evidence is on Rumble. If you go to Rumble and type in Jimmer Nam.
What is Rumble?
Rumble, it's like a less censored version of YouTube.
Learn something new every day. But thank you for that.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, Case, I gotta get off of here because I'm gonna go cook dinner, but thanks for having me. And yeah,
Sure.
I agree with what you said, so.
Well, thanks for coming up.
Keep doing what you're doing.
By
I
the
don't
way,
know what I'm
Case,
doing, but I'll keep being
Bye,
me.
Katie Bug.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie Bug.
Okay, so I want
But
to let you know, you thought I was Autumn. No, Autumn does have an alt account, but it's not my account. I think it's called Pinky Baby, something like that. Um, so you can reach out to her there if you're trying to get in touch
I,
with her or
I had
anything.
her on
But no, it's not
panel
me.
last time I was. Well, the last TikTok I did, or the last TikTok live I did, I believe she was on panel, and so was
Yeah,
Bank.
yeah. And I gotta tap your shoulder about, ask her to release photographs
Mm, I
or
don't think so.
videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just basically say to hell with her family. I mean, is a tough thing to ask anybody to do because family is family. Family's everything at the end of the day. For some of us, it's not. For me, like I told her, I said, it was
Mm-hmm.
me. I'd be like, fuck that. Yeah, oh, I don't get you in trouble. To hell with that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I don't care. But that's me. Okay,
I
that's me because that's the relationship I have with my family. But she's very close with hers. So I just wanted to tap your shoulder about that.
Damn, David, I never
You
said.
know,
I don't know where you're getting. She had suicidal tendencies. I never said that. What I did say is I repeated what I heard, and what I had heard was that she had mental health struggles. And the last
and also she
post,
had autoimmune disease.
the the last post she made, which I saw, it sounded like she was really fed up with stuff that was going on in the community. That's how it came across. But I mean, no, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know. But I just I do find it insulting to her and her memory for people that are grieving on live streams over her, and and I'm not trying to undermine their loss or anything, but I just found it completely insulting to her and her memory to bring him up, that guy up, and his fake crap. I thought that was gross. But back to what you were saying though about Autumn in regards to releasing photos or this or that.
Right, the
Um,
video of the headboard.
yeah, there. I
Yeah.
don't believe there's a video. I don't. If there is, I mean, look. Why aren't people hounding Nina about that? She was the
Well, that's
first
a good
person.
question. I agree with you on that, and I think they're not hounding her because her content is truly not true crime. And
No.
her content is not truly not Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Her content is mostly, she's a beauty influencer, so it's things to do with that. So I think that's the reason why she has not been hounded.
Mm.
But it
Mm.
was Nina who,
She
who
started it.
dropped. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
She
at the end
started
of
it.
the day, Autumn is related to Ken. So whatever she do or doesn't do has an adverse effect on her and her children's lives. So that's why I wanted to bring that to your attention if you didn't know that she's not just being facetious and telling people she's going to put out a video and not put it out, but based upon what we've already seen of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her cutting up cords and cutting up blankets, we already know what she's capable of. So
Right.
nobody should be surprised.
No, and at this
I'm not.
point, even if even if there was magically to be a headboard video, at this point, like nobody's even going to give a crap about it. Like I think the blanket video spoke volumes just as to who we're
Hmm.
dealing with, and this is not a reformed inmate. This is not someone that
No,
has evolved as a human being whatsoever.
no,
But
she's
like I was asking
exactly.
her, I was asking Autumn, I was like, dude, at least just at least post a screenshot of it. Post a screenshot, because how are you going to sit here and tell me that oh, if I do that, I'm never going to be able to see my niece again, and my mom's going to
That's what she
disown
was
me.
told. That's what she was told, though.
I don't buy that. I don't. I'm sorry. I
Why don't you
just
buy it? Well, that's what she was
because
told. The emails,
how
the text
why would I
messages are
believe
out
that?
saying exactly that.
Because
But have you seen the text messages?
she's literally talking about, she's described it in detail already, that there's that, and then you
Hmm.
also got a fact, like she's also saying all these other things about Ken sticking an antenna up a dog's butt, that he was a heroin
When he was a
addict.
kid, no. I gotta clock you on that. No, that is not what she
Oh,
said.
okay.
That is
But
not
that
what
is
she
what she
said.
said.
Because
That
I
is what
was
she
on
said.
that live. I know that is not what she said.
She
What she
said he
said
stuck an
was that
antenna up a dog's butt.
when he was a kid,
Oh,
when he was a
well,
kid, which gives
yeah,
it's all
okay.
context.
I think she
Okay,
said he
he
was
was a
like
kid.
16 or something,
No,
but
he was not. He was
I
between 8 and 10 years old.
oh,
One thing
that's not
about
what
me,
she
you all
told
learn about
me.
me.
That's not what she told
I
me.
was there. I
No, no,
was
no.
there,
Well,
Case.
I'm sorry, but she's spoken on this multiple times, and she
Case.
never
I was
said it
on
was
that
eight
live,
or
but she
10.
did.
But anyway, in
I
any
was.
event, though, if that's the
Yes.
case, like I don't recall, I don't have any childhood memories of sticking foreign objects up a dog's butt. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That is
we're
a
not
red
saying it's
flag.
normal. We're not saying it's normal. But what we're
No, I
saying is
know,
that he
but
was a kid.
and then she was and but what my point is that she
Mhm.
said so many foul things about him. She's described all of these events in detail as is. So why not put out some sort of proof? Also, I got it. I have issue. The other thing that didn't sit well with me was the photo that she posted of her in Aurora. And
Why
why
did
did
that sit
she
well with
scribble
you?
out her face?
Because she said, if I know you weren't in the live when she released the picture. She said that she had really bad acne, so she didn't want people
Oh,
to
give
see
me
her
a
blemishes.
break.
This
Come
is what
on.
she said, though,
Give
dude.
me a
I'm just telling you
break.
what she said. Whether
I
you
hear
believe
you.
it or not is left to your own discretion. But what I'm saying is, this is what she said. And I can tell you that I went back to pictures myself, went back to pictures from that period of time and looked at the background. And yeah, that was their living room at the time. That was Ken and Gypsy's living room at the time. So all you gotta do is do your research. You can take what she's saying or leave it. But the reality is that you do just do a little research. You will see for yourself. What she's saying is the truth.
Hey, what's up, Lex in Wonderland? Come up, my friend. Let's get you back up on panel. Of course, this is TikTok. This
Hey,
is different.
Lex.
But
Yeah.
do
So
my.
you
I
get
don't
what I'm
know.
saying.
But I don't know. I don't buy that, man. I mean, bad acne,
I
bad
get you.
acne. Give me a
Well, she
break.
had an outbreak. People have
Bro,
bad face
nobody
days.
cares. People see what she looks like now. No, that is not a valid excuse. That's
Are you a
ridiculous.
woman, dude, that you would say it's a valid excuse? Come on now.
Huh?
Women are very particular about the way they're presented to the
If you're
world. So if she
trying
didn't think
to
she looked good,
if you're literally trying to prove that you are not lying about the things that you say in regards to how much contact you have actually had, if you've met Gypsy, if you've been around her child, I'm sorry, nobody's going to give a shit about an acne breakout, and you know that. Come on.
but listen, yesterday Autumn put out on her live, I think it was Pretsy's live, pictures, screenshots showing the actual timeline, which was removed from what Gypsy had released to the public. It was not the same thing. Are you aware of that? Because perhaps you need to look at the replay.
I look, I don't know. I think that there's I like Autumn personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any issues with her. She's always been cool to me. But when it comes to certain things that she says, a lot of things don't add up, and there's no disputing that. There really isn't.
And what other things are you saying don't add up? Please do tell. Enlighten me.
Well, you're catching me off guard. I haven't really thought about
Well,
this
I
in a
mean, come
minute.
on, dude. If you're saying that somebody is doing something or acting in a way that
Well,
basically
yeah,
sets off
okay.
red
Like
flags in
she's
your
changed her
mind,
story. She's changed her version of events on things, multiple times. Timeline stuff, and also, I mean, for example, like initially she said that she didn't have a video. Right? She said she didn't have the video of her stabbing the headboard. That it was screen shared by her mom. Okay, so all right, so that happens, and then uh, I thought that it was also interesting that because this all happened on the same live stream. All right, so Morbid was live. She came up and she said on his panel that she didn't have the video. It was screen shared via her mom, whatever. And then I also found it, also doubly interesting where Nina then came up right after. And Nina, the person who was prior to that saying, as well as Autumn, saying that they couldn't put the video out. Well, Nina said she couldn't put the video out because it would out her source. Autumn had her own reasons. But then Nina came up right after that and said the same thing, that she didn't have a video. Prior to that, saying, oh, I just can't do it because I'm not going to out my source. But then she goes on Morbid's Live and repeats what Autumn had just said and said, well, no, it was screen shared. Shares the same story, right? All right. But then when Autumn is being attacked, by Gypsy and all of these people, whatever, then all of a sudden she says she does have a video and that she's going to come back and she's going to post it that night. And she said, as soon as I get my kids to sleep, I'm going to post the video. And then guess what? Nothing
But wait,
happened.
wait. You know what you got about posting it? Yes, and she's gonna put her kids to sleep. And then who else was talking after that? Mimi was the one conferring messages to the public. It was Mimi. She was conferring
No,
messages to the public.
she
Oh,
even
she's
made a
coming
post.
back.
No. And then she made a story the next day, and she said, "So sorry to keep you guys waiting. I'll be posting here later." So she knows what she implied.
And then she came back later and said, I have changed my mind that I will not be able to put that video out, and I'm sorry. That's exactly what she said.
Yeah,
Which
I
a
don't
person has
know.
the right to change their mind. Don't you
Sure.
have the right to change your mind? We
Yeah,
all
you have the
do.
right to change your mind, but my whole thing is that I don't buy it. I don't buy the whole, oh, my mom's gonna cut me off. I'll never see my niece again. Why? Like, I don't like, your
Gypsy
brother
said
is
that she would never
constantly
see
throwing
her
you
niece
under the
again.
bus. He's friends with people that release your
Yeah.
snoods, stuff like that. Like
There's
why
no
are you
debating
going
that
so
fact.
hard to protect him when he's not protecting you against
It's not
revenge?
about protecting
He's not
him. That's the
protecting
part you're
her against
missing.
revenge corn being
But
shared online. So,
but Case, it's not about
you really expect
protecting
me to believe
Ken.
that her mom is actually saying you're going to be cut off from me because I side with your brother that is friends with these freaks that get off on literally, internet crimes or just crimes in general. It's just none of it sets right with me. But like I said, I don't have anything against Autumn, but or her personally. I like her, to be honest with you. And I believe a lot of the stuff she said. What I think happened is I think that I do believe that the headboard incident happened. Don't get me wrong. I think it happened. I just don't think that anybody has the proof outside of Raina, Ken's mom. Because you've heard Ken himself say over and over and over again that there is no video. He hasn't said it didn't happen. He just said there is no video.
Correct. Yeah,
Sullen
he
Beauty,
has
do you
said
want to
there's
come
no
up?
video.
Sullen Beauty, do you want to come up? Hop up and help me out with this. She's a good. She knows a lot about this shit. But so I do believe it happened. I just don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think the proof is there. So
Well, I mean, look at it this way. What purpose would Autumn have to make these statements? She doesn't have a dog in the fight. Is not going to benefit her or
yes,
take
she
away,
does have a
maybe take
dog in the
away.
fight. They are dragging her left and right.
I
They're
mean,
sharing
Ken is
her
dragging her
nudes. What
left
do you
and
mean she
right,
doesn't
not
have a
her
dog in the
mother.
fight? They're sharing
Ken is
her
dragging
nudes.
her.
They're
Yeah,
they're
it's
saying
fuck.
horrendous
It's
things
totally
about
messed up.
her. They're saying that you had Sheena saying that people that are gifting her are putting a needle in her arm. No, they're saying
Yeah.
just disgusting things about her. She definitely has a dog in the fight, and the dog in the fight is her credibility.
Credibility or a lack thereof doesn't take away there from being proof, okay, that she's, lying to people and just for clicks and views. I don't believe that. I've had conversations with Autumn myself. I don't believe that she is, just basically taking us on a ride. I don't believe that. Okay. But at the end of the day, she has to do what she has to do to protect herself and her kids and her family. point blank. I know it may make people upset, piss people off. Oh, this video. Oh, she decided not to release it,
But
as it may be.
the thing is, hidden is that
Mm-hmm.
they all came out. This is what never set right with me, you know,
Okay.
and mainly, it like right, like this we heard about all this initially from Nina, okay, then
Right.
Autumn showed up, right, but they were
But you're
both essentially
forgetting
saying,
Ryan. Wait, Case.
oh
You're
no,
forgetting Ryan.
you are right. Yes, that's how we know that it did most likely happen because Ryan mentioned this in October of last year. Mentioned this
Yes.
headboard incident, which at the time, and I'll never forget that I heard that, and we were all like, "What is he talking about?
What
The
is he talking
headboard?"
about? Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they came out and they're expressing this. We're worried for Aurora and whatnot. And so my thing, so that's what kind of PO'd me, like in the first place, is that you're saying, okay, this is like Nina did this whole call to action thing, right?
I don't know why she made it a call to action, because truly it was not a call to action without having all the information, or even to make a call to action. I'm an educator. If that was the case, she's making a call to action, then I'm within my right as being the educator to mandated
Can you hear
report
me?
on this. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
sorry, I had a call come in, so sometimes that can
Oh,
knock
okay, no
knock me off.
problem. What I'm
But
saying is, as being an educator, being a mandated reporter, then it will be my obligation to report. But what can I report what I don't know? I can't.
facts, yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
work like
That's what
that.
I'm saying. And like,
Right.
but to say like a call to action when nobody
Yeah.
literally has anything to report anything on other than word of mouth, that is an egregious misuse of your platform. It truly is. Because let me tell you something. CPS is, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what people did, is they called CPS. And CPS is
Right.
not the upstanding organization that people want to think that they are.
No,
CPS are responsible for a lot of the child trafficking that goes on in this country.
it's true.
They are a deplorable organization. They're basically the PETAs of the world when it comes to children, in my opinion. But so for you
Right.
to use your platform with all of those followers and outraging people with nothing other than word of mouth, and then saying you are not going to put out said evidence to protect your source, give me a break. Give me a break. And then not only that, when push comes to shove, you come out and you say, well, I don't actually have anything. No, it was just screen shared with me. No, you've lost all credibility with me. But then again, the Ninas of the world. This is somebody who's been saying that Ken and Gypsy have been broken up for what, like 2 years
That's
now.
true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
very true.
But
Yeah, I don't even know where she got her information from per se, but like I always say, with a little with a falsehood, there's a little bit of truth within the lines, within the make of it. So I think in my humble opinion that
that
oh,
oh,
hearing an echo.
hearing an echo.
echo, echo.
Do you hear me?
Do you hear me? Echo.
Ken's twin flame, you're up.
It's echo.
Yes, Wayne, you're up. Oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry.
You okay? I don't know what that was.
That was kind of scary. So
But yeah, but again, going back to what I wanted to say though is that, like, look,
yeah.
if you're genuinely concerned for your niece's welfare, I do not, and if you genuinely have evidence of this, it needs to be posted, because God forbid something actually does happen in that household to anybody. What is your excuse going to be then? Oh, I just wanted to stay on good terms with my mom. I mean, come on.
But she took the necessary steps. I
Did
don't
she
believe it was
though?
required for her to post it. She did.
Maybe
She said she
she
did.
said she did.
She said she did.
Mm.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean,
I would love
she
to see a
said that she
report.
did make the
I would love to
necessary phone
see. I
calls.
would love to
But the
see.
thing is that as myself being a mandated reporter, a actual paper report isn't always generated. So you can't. request that. You can't ask her for that because she may not even have one to even provide to the public.
See, the thing is,
Because I have made reports myself and I didn't get a report back.
well, I'm not that familiar with. I've never called CPS on anybody. I don't, you know what I mean?
Oh, you haven't? Oh, you haven't
No.
called CPS. Well, I guess you haven't broken in real well because until you do, then you get to know the ins and outs of calling
But what I was
CPS
going to
on
say is
people.
that I do know somebody that has called CPS. I know somebody that
Oh,
called CPS on Gypsy, and they actually
okay.
got paperwork in the mail on it. So, therefore, if she did, as you say, take these steps and whatnot, then she would have a record of it. They would have gotten back to her. So maybe show that because I
Perhaps.
just don't really listen. The thing is, I don't believe or trust anybody in
No,
that
that's understandable.
the gypsy inner circle. Any of these people that pop up, how many times have we learned that they are full of crap? You know what I'm saying? So now I do believe, like I said, I like Autumn. I'm not trying to bash her, but or anything like that. But I'm just saying, you need to provide some receipts. I mean, you've already at this point explained it,
But she
in
did provide
detail and
receipts
full.
regarding the conversation between herself and Gypsy and
Yeah,
herself and Ken. She
but then
provided them just
again,
yesterday. I
you
was
know
on the
how
live
easy it
with her.
is. You know how easy it is these days to fake text messages.
Those actually look the actual messages because they have timestamps. The ones that Gypsy put out had no timestamps. They're obviously altered.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
I mean, even the screen recording, it shows even on the app. Apple shows when you edit things, it shows edited. So even if she did a screen recording and she removed stuff, it shows edited in certain segments of it, which shows that it's not a reliable source. And everybody was running around, oh, here's this text messages for Autumn. And they were obviously doctored,
Yeah,
poorly doctored. I mean, shit, I can do better. I can get myself straight A's much better than that when I was in college, I can do
they
much better report card than that, but it
yeah.
was really poorly doctored.
Gypsy's now she's got someone on her in her little crew that is very, very good at, well, I'm not going to say very good actually, because um, they've been caught and stuff, but for the average Joe and whatnot, they're pretty good at faking and doctoring things.
Well, I mean, some people got a skill set, no doubt in that. There are people out there that got a skill set. And so their skill
Skill
set is
set and
just, yeah,
terrorism. Yeah.
yeah, a skill set and, a little finagling and a little fraud here and a little fraud
I
there.
mean,
I mean, hey.
do you know about the person that gave their channel to Schmorbid? Do you know about them? The
I
person that
don't see.
transferred
I
that?
was never a person that followed Morbid. I never followed him, and the reason why I didn't, his lives are so goddamn long,
Yeah,
and
too
like
long.
literally,
Yeah.
but he does that on purpose because I think of Morbid as a book, as a very long book, like a novel. Something's long, and like maybe 2,000 pages. Okay, and in the midst, in the like little areas within that book, there's little nuggets. He's hiding those nuggets to make sure you read through chapters 1 through 10 first before you even get to it. That's more.
Well,
That's
the
his.
thing
That's his tactic.
the thing though about what I was going to say about you just got to understand the people that are in these communities and what they're about. The
Mhm.
internet is an amazing tool. Like it can be used for so much good, but it's also used for a lot of
Yeah,
bad.
that's true.
And I'm talking the most disgusting and egregious things that you can do online. So
Yeah.
like the person that transferred ownership of their channel to Schmorbid because
Hmm.
he has been banned from that platform multiple times. He's not allowed to be on there, and he knows that. He doesn't even like this isn't like he'll even admit that. Um, but the person that gave the ownership of their channel to him,
Hmm.
they've been involved in probably the most disgusting Actually, honestly, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of somebody doing online. Now, of course, I will say that this is alleged, just
Hmm.
to be on the safe side.
Right.
But I've heard it from multiple. I went down a little bit of a little secondary rabbit hole when it came to this individual, and this was somebody that they faked AI generated content to send to CPS, trying to allege a child or children being SA'd in order to get the children removed from their home over internet
What?
beef. Yes.
That's some. I mean,
Not
can we
only
leave kids
that,
alone?
not only that, they had a visit from the FBI for some email threads and correspondences that they were involved in, where let's just say there was threats to blow up a synagogue.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
People. Listen. I think it's really important for people to get a life and really get out and smell some grass, or go play in the sand or do something tactile, because seriously, something is wrong with somebody that
There
they feel
is.
comfortable doing something like that.
Yes.
I
No,
mean, like
that's
literally.
like okay, so all right, so like I've seen firsthand I don't know if you're on YouTube or watch me on there that much,
I
but
I have watched you on YouTube. I have a channel on YouTube. Like I said, I have not figured out how to set it up to actually go live on YouTube, because I was like, the StreamYard. You have to have a StreamYard. You need all of this shite. TikTok is more user friendly. I guess that's what I'm getting at. It's more user friendly. Like if you're gonna do a live or something like that. But
well,
yeah, the lingo is the one that you have to get used to, making sure you don't say the wrong words. But other than that,
mhm.
it's pretty easy.
Well, so I do another show. It's called Two Guys, One Panel. Obviously, the title is a spoof off of the old video Two Girls, One Cup. And
Oh, okay, okay.
so I have a friend and co-host. He goes by Evil Ghost, and he is the kind of the perfect example of someone that has had the worst things happen to him as a result of just existing online and calling things out the way he
Wow.
sees it, because like this. This is so gross to say. I'm gonna have to choose my words carefully as to how I say this. Um,
Hmm.
he's a father. He's a married man. He has daughters, and someone made a fake report to CPS and said that he was SAing his nonverbal autistic daughter.
Oh my
And
god.
so now, so he had to have CPS come to his house, okay, for this. And do
Right.
you know how disgusting that is? Do you know what is in what type of crap
Yeah.
goes into the investigation of that? They are
They're
traumatizing
gonna they're gonna check.
children.
They're gonna check the child like from head to toe.
Oh, hey, look at
That's what they
this.
do. That's what they do.
So I don't know the T page. Did you mean to come up? I don't know the T page. I don't know if T page with T.
Oh yeah, I know T Page with T. She puts out really good content.
I don't know. She probably accidentally hit the thing. I thought she. Oh, maybe she is. I don't know. No.
You have to go into your settings. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. With TikTok, you have to go into your settings and arrange it how you want to, add people to your page. Because or add people to your live. You have to uh put some parameters on it, or no parameters at all. It's up to you. But you can do that in your settings.
I don't. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm very amateur hour when it comes to
Oh yeah, you're like
TikTok.
me with YouTube.
Yeah.
Totally
No, I
average
just don't. I
hour.
don't care for TikTok. It's too much censorship. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, but you know what? Like anything, you get used to it. Like anything, you get used to it. I think with
Well, I guess
YouTube,
you
it
have
just
to. You got to adapt or get really crafty, because they'll find
yeah,
any reason in the world to report you. But going back to that, I'm just
yeah,
saying I was using that as an example of how far these people online go to try to ruin a person.
which is
Like
sad
the tactics that they resort to are deplorable. Absolutely deplorable.
because some people just have no conscience at all, and they just do whatever they feel and just basically screw everybody
Well,
else.
it's parasocial obsession, fixation. It's weird. And I've encountered it myself now multiple times. I mean, dude, I've
Yeah.
spent the last 3 years in and out of courtrooms dealing with crazy freaking
Are you
stalkers.
serious?
Oh, I'm dead serious. Dead serious. I had a crazy person in another state, somebody that I never messaged, never had any direct contact with. I had somebody. They found out my docs, and this is before I was covering Gypsy Rose.
Okay.
And they filed multiple fake TROs against me, temporary restraining orders.
Yeah, I
Now
know
you
what
can say
TROs
whatever
are.
you want in an affidavit or whatever you call it, your statement, to get a restraining order, and then you just have to go to court and prove that the person's lying and that they're insane. The first time around that I had this happen, the person that did it to me, they lived in Georgia. And now I found out a lot about this person. They're a celebrity stalker. There's somebody, yeah, no, an infamous celebrity stalker. And they have a 30 plus year history of filing frivolous TROs and lawsuits against people online and never won a single case. This is somebody that actually, every 3 to 6 months, filed TROs against their own mother, their elderly mother.
Do you know how
And
much
she
work
was,
it takes to go in there making a TRL against somebody? I mean, even
yeah.
to make a temporary one, even to get a temporary one, which is no work at all, but the paperwork involved is it's not worth it. It's not.
Well, so this person, they made everything up in the world that they could in order to get that TRO against me. They filed it not only here in the state that I live in, Tennessee, they also filed one in the state where they live in. They were trying to financially drain me, and to a certain extent, they did. I had to pay over $7,500 out of
On
personal,
what?
private money in attorney fees.
To respond to a TRO?
Wait a minute, hold
Why?
on. Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
Okay, sorry. All right.
that's okay.
Wait, what the heck?
What happened?
Okay. That's so weird. Something just popped up and I was like, I had to move a puzzle piece or something.
Oh yeah, it does that. Okay, the
So
puzzle piece
weird.
is once an hour because they want to make sure you actually are active on your live and that you're not sleeping. Because
Well, how
remember,
am
there
I
was
not
people.
active? I'm fucking
Well,
talking, TikTok.
there's people. Listen, there's people that would literally be sitting back snoring their asses off, and so TikTok came up with the puzzle thing, and so it makes it you have to be alert to swipe that puzzle, and it gives you 5 minutes to swipe it. And if you don't swipe it, it will end
Yeah,
your
that's what just
live.
happened.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, this person, they and no, this is not the person that was on Chris Hansen. This was another one.
Oh,
And she lied in her little statement to obtain these TROs, and she said she made up this crazy stuff. She said that I threatened to unalive her cats. She said that I threatened to have her mother swatted.
God.
I don't even remember the rest of it. We're talking, this
Oh
was
my
3 years ago, man, something like that. And whatever, I defeated her in court every single time. And yeah, it cost us a lot of money defending myself against this lunatic. And so
That's
then
wild.
when I started covering Gypsy, I had, an even crazier person come along. Somebody that, yes, you guys know this person, the person that was on Chris Hansen for lying about SA against a dead man
Oh
and
my God.
send schnooze
Against that
to
man.
minors.
Nice.
The rabbit hole on that one is so long, dark, and deep. It is insane. And so, yeah, dude, we were still recovering from the financial loss that we had from my, this is the first time in my life I filed an order of protection against them because it was that bad. It was that bad. It was that crazy.
From a person in another state, though. I mean, how do you get order protection? The person's in another state. I mean, yeah, the
Well,
stalking,
you
the
have to
calling,
understand too that this is somebody that also called in a fake wellness check and had multiple police cars show up to my house, banging down not only my door but my neighbors' doors. Like they did a lot, and
That's
not only
swatting,
that, you
right?
also have to understand that. But I will say this though. I will say this. In hindsight, now that I've dealt with, because it's like when I got done with those court cases, I thought that I had dealt with the final boss of insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like online, like with online trolls and whatnot. I was like, dude, there's no way
Wow.
I'm ever going to encounter anything like this ever again. But I was wrong. I was
I was
fucking
about to say, are you
wrong.
sure about
Yeah,
that?
no, I was so wrong. I was so wrong, and like Morbid has done far worse to me than she did, and that's saying a lot. Gypsy's Panties Crest. I don't know if you know who that is. They've done far worse to
No.
me. Or I'm just peachy, whatever they go by. Like they've done far worse than me at this point. So, in hindsight, if I had the knowledge I have, if I had the knowledge I have now back then, I wouldn't have wasted my time. I wouldn't have.
Wow. Because
They
I'm
have
just
an active
astounded.
criminal warrant out for their arrest right now in the state of Tennessee. Like if they ever come to Tennessee, they're going to be arrested. They're working towards getting upgraded to felony stalking because she doesn't obey the order of protection. She doesn't. It's in black and white that she is not to harass or do anything towards me online, and
Directly or
it hasn't
indirectly,
deterred
right?
her. It's a joke.
You know why? Because it's in another state, so it's like catch me if you can type of shit.
Yeah,
Come
well,
get
100.
me.
She literally
You
says that. She
see?
literally has said those exact words. Catch me if you can.
Well, some people like the thrill of the hunt. Come on now. You know that.
But this is somebody that is 31 years old,
Well,
unemployed, lives with their parents, literally has an imaginary boyfriend that they talk to. Literally has an imaginary boyfriend.
she's like baby reindeer. Was that baby reindeer? Is it
Oh,
called?
I could write a sequel to Baby Reindeer. Like I could. I
That's
truly
what it's
could.
giving. It's like, are we talking about baby reindeer here? Are we talking about the UK? What are we talking about here? This cannot be in the
Yeah.
United States of America.
And Anita Chiquita, no, Morbid was not on Chris Hansen. However, he was involved in the TCAP community, the To Catch a Predator community, which is
Wow.
interesting given all that we've learned on him. At least I've learned on him with his past. But yes, he was involved in the TCAP community where he would impersonate little boys' voices. And it's kind of interesting considering the person I have the order of protection on. The reason why she even ended up on Chris Hansen's show was because she was involved in the TCAP community. She was going in these live streams and these chats where they were discussing previous people that were on that show To Catch a Predator. And my stalker would go in to these chat rooms and she would say things, and this is all documented. I have all of this. And she would say, is anybody else horny? While they're talking about
What?
child SA and stuff like that, she would send unsolicited schnoods to countless people, in those communities. So
Wow.
I always found it weird, because this was when I was going through those court cases with that person. This is back when I thought I was friends with Morbid. And I always I would here and there reach out to him, message him, and let him vent or whatever, and be like, yeah, man, this is what's going on. He never really had that much to say. And now I look back on that and I'm like, you knew who she was because you came from the same community. And the reason why I also say that is because he literally just a couple of weeks ago, he brought her on his platform. Literally brought her on his platform, and which was,
He
of
loves
course,
that shit.
I reported it to the detective that's working on this case. And I'm like, here we go. Here's another violation. And it was really funny because in that live stream, I think even Morbid was trolling her. And he was like, so you do have this order of protection. So are you allowed to be doing what you're doing right now? And he was like, because if so, I mean, like, what will happen? And you know what she said? She said, "Oh yeah, no, I'm allowed to. I'll just get fined." She said, "I'll just get fined." Like, no, you're facing
Wow.
a year in prison, dude. You're literally facing a year in prison.
Yeah, the armchair warriors, those keyboard warriors, they just sit behind a keyboard and stalk, harass, and bully people while the rest of us are out here busting our ass trying to survive.
Yeah. No, I
So
know. I know.
it's like, really? Who has time for that? Like, literally, who has the time and
What?
energy for that?
Sorry, one second. And
That's okay.
I don't know who this person is. So you dismissed what you heard about Morbid, but ignore what you hear about Ghost. What am I to hear about Ghost? Because there like, yeah. Oh, I've heard the horrible stuff that people have done to Ghost. Yeah, but other than that, you guys cannot provide a single solitary receipt of anything that man has done, and I'm not going to tolerate anybody talking anything negative about him. Now, when it comes to Morbid, I've said this a million times, but I haven't said it on TikTok. I'll put it out here as well. This is how it happened with me and that guy. I had just started covering Gypsy, all right? And I was watching people like Becca Scoops. I was watching Nina. I was watching I just gotten, Morbid was doing the live streams. He brought in the live stream element to it. And anyways, got a lot of my information, from Reddit. And then somebody had made a post. They're like, "Oh man, yeah, no, this Morbid guy, no, he's not a good person. You should look into this or that." And I just read what the person said and the allegations that they had made. And I made a post. I made a post in the Snark page. This is before they blocked me a long time, But and I was like, man, might want to take a second look at this Morbid guy. Because he's got some serious allegations against him. And the very second that I made that post, Morbid responded to it in the Reddit page. And he was like, yeah, these are allegations that have been debunked. These were altered and edited clips. The guy that put these allegations out, he's actually been convicted of being a PDF and all these things. And I was like, oh shit. And I responded, I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. And then he just love bombed me. And he was like, no, man, yeah, you should come up on a live stream. I'm about to do a live stream today, whatever. And like, look, I'm being completely honest with you guys. This is how this happened. And so he does a live stream that day. I come into his comments. I'm like, hey, it's Case from Reddit. Sorry that I got that wrong. Of course, that's my bad. I should have double checked. I should have triple checked and looked into all of this. I was wrong. And I took him at his word. And then he promotes my channel, whatever, and was, just kind of love bombing me, whatever. And I was friends with the guy, or at least I thought I was, for, about a year. And then he left, and when he did his hiatus, he told me he was going to come back and that he was going to wreak havoc on creators. I thought he was just venting. I didn't think he was really going to do it, because then he was basically gone for like 6 months. But then he does come back, and he's, it's World War III. It's like he's coming after me, somebody I thought we were cool. But I wouldn't have been down with anything that he was doing. But, I was, yeah, I was like, yeah, he was attacking me. He was attacking Becca, and any and every creator. He said, anybody's on the chopping block. And so then I did my own research, and wow.
But why? Why did he come after anybody? What did these people, including you, what did you do to him? What happened that he felt that he had the right to go after people?
This is just what he does. It's his pattern. He does this in every community he goes to. He eventually turns on the very people that he relied on. It's not a coincidence. It's a pattern. He doesn't have to have a reason. He just he's an agent of chaos, so.
Hey, I'm here to support Hidden in Autumn. Hi, Kate.
Hey.
What's up,
Hey,
Pretz?
Pretz.
So I was listening in the shower, so I just came up here to kind of clock you on Louisiana. As a first responder in Louisiana, even if you contact CPS as a mandated reporter, I would just get a report number and saying that I reported. I would never know the outdate if they found something or not. Autumn's case is different, however. She has admitted and told y'all numerous times that she did it anonymously. So therefore, she would not even get a receipt with that
Oh, I didn't know
number
that.
unless it was a name and address to mail the receipt to. She did it anonymous to protect the family in hopes that they could still get along. So she will never get an update unless she calls and makes another report to give her information.
Yeah, she did say that. It just slipped my mind.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's, yeah, sure. If that's all well and good, I guess, if it's true. Yeah.
You are such
Like
a
I said, I'm not
skeptic. Look
bashing
at
Autumn.
you.
I'm
Case,
not
you're a
bashing.
skeptic.
Well, you have to be. You have to be skeptical about anything that you
We
hear.
all are, especially with these witches on here. I don't believe anything.
Right?
It's like trust them.
Even when they show me proof, but I'm taking 2 weeks to investigate this proof to
Yeah.
see if it's authentic.
Well,
Yeah,
AI has
you're
kind
right.
of ruined everything. You
Yes,
know.
AI has. That was my complaint to my husband exactly. I'm like, you know what, AI, people don't believe what is real and what's fake anymore. Maybe that was the goal. By making things more accessible, making things easier, people don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
No, I hate that. Like, there are some benefits to AI, but I feel that the negatives far outweigh the positives. I
I
really
just
do.
told my panel today when they said run the Wilson shit through. Stop trusting this AI chat GPT. It is the same as Wikipedia.
Right.
It is edible. All it does is read what is out there. So if I go out there and put a whole bunch of slander on Wilson, when you Google that through the chat GPT or Gemini, it's going to pull it.
Yeah, because it pulls publicly available sources. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unless you direct it to a particular website where you can get, like, for example, if it's, Encyclopedia Britannica or something. I don't know.
And for a prime example, Autumn has asked me numerous times about Sheena that when she does a Google or
Hey, there's Autumn in the
ChatGPT
comments.
search, that it was saying that Sheena was under investigation and arrested for online harassment and releasing nudes. But when I went to go research it, the Google link brings you to Madison's TikTok where she made the AI troll stuff about her being a lawyer, judge and jury against Sheena, and Sheena was going to jail for what she did. That's not a true source.
Let me ask you guys something. Pivoting but you brought up Sheena, and you guys know I am no fan of her. And listen, I tolerated her for a long time, and until she started saying some of the things that she said, justifying the things that Sir Bitch did to me. And but what do you guys think about someone that lies about having stage 4 liver disease or whatever, liver failure, liver disease? I mean, what do you think about that?
Do you have proof that she lied?
Yeah, because this is somebody that has never had a singular fucking sick day in over 2 years, and I have spoken to people that are literally going through this, and
So you're
they say,
admitting
yeah,
you
there's
broke
no
HIPAA?
fucking way.
So you're admitting you broke HIPAA?
Huh?
You're admitting that you broke HIPAA?
How did I break HIPAA? I haven't talked to any medical officials.
If you can confirm that it's an absolute lie, that is the only way that you can confirm it is by her
HIPAA doesn't
records.
apply to me. You guys always misunderstand what HIPAA applies to. People tried to say that Gypsy was violating HIPAA laws when she put it out about Ryan being on methadone. You guys don't even understand what HIPAA means. And this is just my
Excuse
opinion.
me?
And I'm sitting here telling you that there is no way in hell this woman has stage 4. Like she has said, she is on a liver transplant list. It is BS. This is a woman that lies
Again,
about
and the only way
literally
to confirm it
everything.
is to have her medical
It applies to
records.
healthcare workers, not
No,
me.
it doesn't. It applies to
Dude.
anyone and everyone. If you
Thank
can
you, Tracy.
identify the person by their diagnosis, that is HIPAA.
Who the hell has a landline? Oh, that sounds like
That's
the old
the
school
iPhone.
landline.
That's Autumn.
phone.
She said let her up. She's on Pinky on her backup.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Before I
Yes,
just
Pinky.
want to say I want to have a conversation with Case real fast, and then I'll
Sure.
jump down and y'all can talk to Autumn. Because Case, you're somebody that I have honestly followed for a very long time, who I liked.
Uh-oh.
And when Morbid started talking about you, and he was exposing other people as well, there was something.
I don't know that he
came-
was exposing people. He was targeting and harassing and doxing people, but go ahead.
Okay. There was one thing that came up, and it bothered me so badly that I haven't followed you since, but
Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask you if it's true.
That's what you should have done
fair.
before unfollowing me, considering that you're taking the word of a pathological sociopathic sociopath, but go ahead.
You're probably right, but I really didn't have any way to talk to you until today. Today's my first opportunity.
You could have left a comment, but
Well, I did, and I got told to shut my bitch ass up by a few of your mods.
I don't think my mods would ever say anything like that. I've never seen them speak to anybody like
I
that.
can tell you which one exactly if you want.
Sure, tell me who it was.
It was Runax. And this was just
Runax.
recently. Yes, I was in your live, and yes, they did. Yes, they absolutely did, and then they muted me for the entire live.
I don't. Oh, it was a live stream. I don't know. I advise them to use their discretion. But other than that, I don't know anything. But
But
let's.
it's not.
But
I
go
don't
ahead and
hold
get to
any
your
ill
question.
will. It's fine. I don't hold any ill will. I'm glad that I get to ask you now.
Yeah.
Okay. He made a claim that you took $700 from that Sharon, and that she had to take out an extra credit card.
Yeah,
in
that was a
order-
lie, and I'm sorry that you fell for that. Sharon did not donate $700 to me. It's called a GoFundMe, and now Sharon did donate, but it was not to that extent. But even if she had, what? How is that my fault? That's a GoFundMe. Do you think I asked her to donate $700 to me? She
No,
didn't.
but I think when
She
you
didn't
found
donate
out-
that to me. No, she didn't donate that to me. But you see, you guys have these issues with the GoFundMes, and the one now. Listen, I understand the skepticism around people that have to start GoFundMes. The reason why I did my GoFundMe was because I was dealing with what I thought at the time was the internet's craziest person of all time. This person has had multiple documentaries on them. Literally was told to have a seat by Chris Hansen, right? Like, this is a person that you do not want to ever target and lock onto you. Full-blown stalking, okay? And I initially filed that order of protection on my own. I went to court. It was granted. Then, because that person is insane, they decided to appeal it. Who appeals? And when they had even agreed in court, the judge asked them, what's the big deal if we grant this? It just means you just got to leave the guy alone for a year, right? And they were like, yeah, no, okay, yeah. And, but no, then they immediately appeal it. So it goes to a circuit court, which you don't want to represent yourself in circuit court. Now, the thing about this person in particular that I filed this order of protection on is that I was standing up for not only myself, I was standing up for all the countless other victims that she had tried to extort, that she had called PDFs, that she had lied about fake SA allegations. The list goes on and on and on when it comes to that person. I was standing up for every single person. I was setting a precedence for anybody in the future that found themselves in my position, because this is an unwell individual. And do you think I wanted to start that GoFundMe? Do you not think I knew I was going to get backlash for it? But as I said in the beginning of this stream, I am somebody that already had to spend $7,500 from a prior lunatic online that I paid out of pocket. Okay? And I didn't have the money this time around. And guess what? Since this was a community issue, since she was targeting not only myself, but countless other people, people pitched in and they helped. But to answer your question, no, she did not donate that amount of money to me. But even if she did, how am I supposed to prevent that? Was I supposed to say, don't donate to my GoFundMe? I didn't go out of my way and ask her to send anything to me. It's a public GoFundMe. Now, you guys go out of your way to criticize people about their GoFundMes. I see that about the Audrey stuff, right? And I don't know much about that. I don't know too much about that. She refunded people. I know that. Okay? I don't know the ins and outs of everything else about it. But I'm really surprised, and I'm not going to go there, but there are GoFundMes that you could legitimately criticize within this community. I'm not going to say who they are because it's not my place. But what else do you want to ask me about this?
Okay, I just want to have a conversation, so I'd like you to take it down a notch. I'm not coming at you. When you made the GoFundMe, I was actually supportive of it. I don't have a problem with that at all.
So why would
And
you
I
have an
wanna-
issue for Sharon if she
Just let me
donated
finish.
$700?
Let me finish, okay? I also want to state that I'm not no fucking supporter of Morbid, okay? I don't like him at all.
Then
I
why
think
are
he's
you listening
vile.
to him? Do you understand he's a pathological liar?
I don't
I mean,
know him.
listen,
I
you've got
don't
Autumn up
listen
here
to
right
him.
now. Like, I mean, you see what he said about her, the lies he's made up about. Like, why would anybody listen to anything that he has to say?
I don't. I catch clips here and there. I'm not a Morbid supporter. I don't listen to him. I happened to catch this clip of Sharon saying that she was taking out an additional credit card in order to support your GoFundMe. And in my opinion, if that were the case, I would hope that you would say no, Sharon. Don't no. And you would not take her money, considering that she's having to take out a credit card in order to help you. You should say no. It's wrong.
Listen, let me tell you something. Again, a GoFundMe, but no, yes, I would say that. But second off, I can't control what other people do. But let me tell you something. So I did win the appeal, right? And it was ordered for all of my attorney fees and legal expenses to be recouped, right? If I ever get that money, I am more than happy to refund any and everyone that donated. But that's not going to happen because the person doesn't have a job. And that's another thing that, Morbid likes to mislead people on because, he found out, the judge said, they filed in your favor. She has to pay you back. This person has no money. They have no job. They're not going to pay me back. The only way I will ever get paid back is if they get a job and her wages are garnished. Other than that, but I would be more than happy to pay anybody back, but I cannot help or control what other people do online and how they choose to spend their money.
I would hope that if you had heard that situation before
Hello, friend.
the money was taken, that you would
I
have
know,
given
what
it
happened?
back.
One at a time. Mimi, I'm sorry.
And Dank's name has not been mentioned, Mimi, so calm down. I just wanted to have a conversation with Case before things change.
He's coming up here to
Thank you.
derail shit and
Hey,
lie.
I
We're not
wasn't here.
participating
Whoa,
in
I
your
everybody,
hold
one at a
bullshit.
on,
time.
Whoa,
Case.
whoa. This is
Case, shut
I
Case's
the
don't.
fuck up.
panel.
Nobody
Hey,
wants to hear your fucking mouth.
Hello, this is
one at a
Case's
time.
Until
panel.
Mimi is off the fucking panel because she has been doing
Bye-bye.
this, her damage control, trying to get everybody to be supporters of her. She can't keep her fucking mouth off of people's panels because she knows she's about to get
One at a
exposed.
time.
I agree
What
with
are you
forgot that
Autumn.
you.
talking
Listen,
about,
I'm sorry.
brother?
Girl,
I'll
your
tell you
I
what.
agree
fake
with
ass
Autumn.
ways.
Mimi.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
Case,
Mimi
everybody.
is
hey, I was just
chaos.
actually coming up to help you out, Case,
Thanks.
Ugh.
No, I'm
because we
just
were
saying
going to
She's
everybody
talk
keep
about a
chaos. I
one
would
at.
GoFundMe.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
absolutely
whoa,
help
whoa,
her.
guys.
Case, you put
Whoa.
her on the panel, she's not going to stop.
Listen.
You
Everybody just
guys
one
are
at
the
a
ones that
time.
are
I
acting
I brought
crazy
Mimi
right
up. I
now.
don't have any issues with Mimi. I've never had any issues with her. But I forgot that you
We're
guys had
friends.
beef. But everybody be respectful and everybody speak one at a time. That's all I ask.
Thank you, Case. I appreciate that. Thank
Okay,
you.
so since you can wait your
Wait.
turn, since I was here first, so you can wait your turn.
I'm gonna get
I
down,
came
Case.
on
Thank you for
here
talking to
to
me.
talk about because Carolina was in the comments saying that my timeline or my story had changed. So I didn't know if you had caught my live the other morning where I showed the receipts, the text, and all the proof. Where from Thursday, from the 21st of May, all the way to the video where I confirmed the headboard, and we went back and forth, and everybody saw the whole correct timeline. I don't know what Salty's talking about, or I'm sorry, South Carolina is talking about. I just randomly came out to confirm I wasn't Nina's source. I guess she missed that Kenan and I had been talking the day before. I even came out with the video. She missed that on Morbid's panel. I said that there was another video that was debunked. Several people have seen that video that was debunked. My question though is, did you happen to catch that live?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay, good.
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's very
So,
actually
Case, why I
seldom that I.
jumped up here. Oh, sorry.
No, I
I
was
was
just.
just going
It's
to tell
very
you why
seldom.
I
Yeah.
jumped up here. I came in and I heard them ragging you about a GoFundMe, this, that, the
Yeah.
other thing,
It,
Yeah.
which is
w-
really funny because Pretzi
wow.
herself has set up a GoFundMe for
It wasn't
herself.
even Pretzi. Hold
Damn,
on,
Excuse
this
Mimi.
me,
is so
It wasn't
sad.
excuse
even
me, I'm
Pretzi.
speaking.
Case,
Case,
how do I
But it
can
send the
I
wasn't your turn
pictures?
to speak,
can I get
dear.
this?
Case, how do I
Case,
send
can
the
you control
pictures?
your live?
Screenshots.
Yeah.
How
Sorry.
do I send you screenshots, Case?
I'm
Am I
just
going to get
people
cut
be.
off
All right.
every
Hold on.
time I
I'm
try to
gonna mute
speak?
people. I'm muting people,
Thank
and I'm
you.
gonna give people a chance to speak. All right. Floor is yours.
Okay. So, like I was saying, Pretzi set up a GoFundMe for herself last month, asking for
Not
I think
even a
30 or
GoFundMe, bitch. Try
$40,000
again, you fucking liar.
crowdsourcing, whatever it is,
Right.
crowdsourcing. She tried to crowdsource funds from whatever
I
platform.
didn't even make it.
Yes, you did because it was called out and then you took it down. Anyway, then just yesterday we have her on a live. Several people caught it. Several people sent it to me. They're sending it to Kai Stu, where she was talking about, I don't know if she did it or not, trying to set up a GoFundMe for Dank
Play the
when she
fucking
didn't
clip
even know
now,
Dank.
bitch. You fuck
Calm down. Calm
Please,
down.
no,
lie.
stop
No,
unmuting
you're gonna
yourself.
sit
I'm
here.
going to give you
This
a
is
chance to
Case's
speak. If
panel.
you continue to interrupt, I will listen. No cursing. I don't want any more restrictions. You will have a chance to respond. Everybody will. Sorry, now I done muted fucking Mimi.
You're good. Sorry. I'm not gonna go off like they are. But yeah, again, several people sent it to me yesterday. I am going through the replays now. But they let me know that she was trying to set up a GoFundMe yesterday for even Dank. And K-Mac, of all people right now, should be hanging her head in shame because Dank was already passed away on Sunday, and K-Mac was still dragging her and trying to drag her into the middle of stuff. So I think maybe these ladies have spent a little too much time online, maybe a little bit too much time trying to scam people, but maybe it's time to ring it in a little bit.
Wait, so you're saying that Pretzi started a GoFundMe for Dank?
She was talking about on live that she wanted to start one. I'm not sure if she actually did or not. I don't know. I don't go into Pretzi's live. I have her blocked.
The only people,
I know.
look, okay, even if she was talking about that or whatever, yes, no, the only people that should do that is family because
Correct. And that is what's happening, which is another thing I want to
You
say.
gonna let me respond, or you gonna let this diarrhea of a
As soon as I'm
no, yes,
finished.
you may respond. I don't. If she, are you done, Mimi?
No,
I
I wanted to
wasn't
finish what I was
even
saying.
Okay, hold on,
online,
Pretzi.
but
Hold
an
on, Pretzi.
hour.
Hold on. Let her
Okay.
finish, and then I
Thank
will
you.
turn it over to you.
Now, this pertains to Dank. Dank's family has reached out to one of her close friends on here. Dank's family is asking for complete privacy and nobody to reach out to them. She has somebody in the community that she is talking to. She wants no one to be raising money for her daughter or anything for her daughter. She said when she's ready, she will put out her own GoFundMe or link or whatever for anything she needs because Dank is being cremated and hopefully they want to fly her back over here. So going forward, if you see anybody talking about it, suggesting it, even thinking about it, Pretzi, maybe we just need to step back and like you didn't
Keep
even
my
really
name
know,
out your
Dank. I
motherfucking
wasn't
mouth, because I'm
done.
No
telling
cursing,
you right
please.
now,
Please,
Mimi,
no
you do
cursing.
not
No
want
cursing.
this. She's
Take
not
your
gonna
blood
shut
pressure
up so I can
medication.
reply. She's gonna
Take your
continue with her narcissist
Okay,
fucking
all
con
right.
artist
Okay,
shit.
hold. All right, let me. let me be mediator here. All right, okay, all right, Mimi. Let's let Pretzi respond, but please let's try not to curse or insult.
Yeah, I wasn't. Sorry.
Mimi is a liar. Mimi is a con artist. Mimi abuses people on this app and bullies them to their point of no return. Dank didn't even like Mimi, so I don't even know why she's choking on Dank's name. That's disrespectful.
Right. What that was another thing. She's going around telling people that I was the last person to bully Dank, which is absolutely crazy.
I'm not
Me
the
and
one
Dank
saying
got
it.
along
Okay, here we
very
go. So
well.
you're gonna sit
Case,
here, you're not gonna let
Case,
me
you gonna
talk.
mediate?
Okay.
Me and Dank actually got along very well, and Dank
Because
was
Mimi
just
was
in
supposed
my
to mute
live last
herself.
week.
Really? Because I know for a fact she didn't like you because my last message said otherwise. So go on with yourself.
Stop lying on
So
a person that
Case,
passed away.
shut the
Please stop
fuck
lying on
up.
a person that
Nope.
passed away.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. No, can't do. Pretzi, it's your last
He's not
warning. I
gonna
already
let
had.
me
Listen,
reply.
listen. I've already had one thing come up on my live right now, asking
I
me
apologize,
to
but
remove
she
to
is
remove
not
you
gonna
because
let
of
me
what you're
talk. You
saying.
see?
This is my last. I'm already restricted now. Again, I ask you guys, just be respectful and do not curse. You don't have to curse or insult to get your point across.
But
Okay,
Case, you
please.
didn't let
You
Percy finish
defend
before.
yourselves, but go ahead.
Are you sure I can reply now? She is lying. I wasn't even online yesterday. I logged the fuck off. Sorry. I logged off because of her shit. What she was saying, what she was doing, telling people that I made a GoFundMe to con Dank's people. I wasn't even doing that. I was on live for maybe an hour and I logged off because I made a promise to Dank not to fight evil and to honor her yesterday. So I don't know where she's coming up with these bullshit lies, but she's not going to win whatsoever.
This isn't
Everything
a
that she
game to
comes
win.
to, here we go. Everything that she brings to y'all, she has no proof. She's sitting there threatening people behind the scenes, calling people's families, digging into them,
Prove
everything
that,
like
please.
that
Prove
for
that, please.
clicks and views.
Prove that,
I'm
please,
not
because I
playing
know
this
you've been
game
going to
with her
Sheena
anymore.
and your
I'm
Sheena's
not going to
little.
disrespect Dank either, and I would never do that.
Well, then why don't you
So,
respect her friends that are asking
will
you to take
you
her
let
picture
me
down?
talk? She only got up here to start shit. That's the only reason why she's up here, because she's trying to rally people to get behind Mimi's, all her mess and everything. She's called Messy Mimi for a reason, and she's got what's coming to her, and she will find out soon enough.
Yeah, it's because you're working with Sheena and you guys are going to expose me for all these calls and all this stuff.
Actually,
Wait
no,
a
Put it
I'm
minute,
out.
working
Pretzi.
with the
Wait a minute.
whole
Whoa.
It's
Hold on.
been
Let me
community.
4
speak. This
days,
is my
Pretzi.
live.
Put it out.
This is my live stream. Wait a minute, Pretzi. So you're friends with Sheena?
I am not friends with Sheena.
They have a
Sheena and
working
I, oh my
relationship.
God!
Just be honest. You have a working relationship with Sheena.
Can you shut
You
up and
guys
let
are
her
having
talk?
behind the scene
Easy,
meetings.
I
easy.
mean, like, really.
Easy girl. Calm down, killer.
Why don't
So
you just shut up
again,
then? You
because this
act so
isn't your
mature, but
panel
you
and you
keep
don't rule
interrupting her.
anybody.
You keep
This
interrupting
is
her though.
not your
You
panel.
cannot give the
One at
same
a time.
This
respect that
One
is
at a
she
not
time.
your
One at a time.
panel.
Hey, she
And
cannot give the
you
same
are no
respect
one.
she
Yep.
asked
Okay.
for.
All right, Mimi. Let's give Autumn a second here. She hasn't chimed in. Let's give her a second to speak.
I'm just asking her to please give Pretzi the fucking respect she's asking everybody else to give her. Jesus, let her finish speaking.
I don't see anybody respecting anybody on this. This is why I don't
That's
do
what I
TikTok.
mean.
It's so funny, man. This is why, it's so funny. I will randomly do a TikTok live, and I think I'm just going to be talking about meaningless just stuff and just chilling. And for whatever reason, these lives always turn into this. And whatever. I guess I'm a magnet for this.
I can
But
tell you, Case, it's because me and Pretzi were on this panel. And if me and Pretzi are on the panel, Mimi sees it, she finds her ass
Wouldn't
right
even
there.
be, well, yeah, she would be here because she came, the
No,
bully
I've
came out.
actively been staying away from you guys and avoiding you guys like the
No, you've
plague.
We've
actively,
actively been staying away
I've
from you
blocked
like
you guys
herpes.
and I've told everybody that I don't want anything to do with you guys
Then keep
actively.
my
So then
name
why are we
out of your
talking?
mouth.
I
Yet
don't
you got
speak
on this
about you
panel.
other than rebutting
Yes,
all
You
the
you
think
got on
bullshit
this
about
that you're.
me,
panel.
you even
Am I going
touch
to get cut
yourself
off
when you
every
think about
time?
me. Tell
guys,
the truth.
nobody listen again. This is what I don't
Can
like about
Kaisu come
TikTok.
up, please?
Again, guy, you're interrupting me. You guys can't keep talking over each other. This is just please one at a time. That's all I'm asking. And let's
Sorry,
ease up on the swearing.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think they said Kai Su is acting up or asking up.
Who?
Kai Su.
I don't
So
know
I
who.
think
I
you
don't
should
know who
let
most of anybody is
Kai
on here.
Su is one of Dang's best friends. She's an
I don't
OG
see
to the
that. I
community.
see a Mel. I see a Lenny. I
Oh,
see
Kai, did you
an
request?
objection overruled. I see a Sam David. I see a troll crime time, and then I see a Naria.
Oh, okay. I just said I looked down and I saw them saying Kai wanted up.
But
But no,
listen, this
Stiletto, hell no.
Woo.
I ain't never talked to Sheena behind no scenes. Fuck out of here.
About tonight. All right. Well, Kate, I just want to get up because I heard them getting on you about GoFundMe's, and I
no, I
thought it
appreciate
was
it. You
pretty
know,
hypocritical. But I
well,
will let the dogs act like dogs, and I hope you have a good night. It does look like
thank
Kaisu
you.
is down in the comments.
And when it
So,
comes to these GoFundmes, as I was saying, like, I didn't scam anybody. Like, I got an attorney. It was used for what it was meant to be used for. And, but there are GoFundMes that people could come at. There are people that have made 2 GoFundMes in 1 calendar year in this community. It's not my place to say who they are or what they were for. But I'm really shocked that hasn't been brought up. And instead, they attack people over losing their homes. Again, the whole stuff with Audrey and whatever. I mean, her mom lost her house. I don't care about the timeline or whatever, but again, I don't follow it this closely. What I do see going on in this community, if you even want to call it that at this point, I don't think there really is much of a community. It's at this point, it's just turned into creators who want to, one up another creator or try to disparage them or discredit them and alienate their audience. That's all I see. Like, that's literally all I see. But it's like, what I do think is that people need to chill out. It's the internet. Stop digging into people's personal lives. They're looking into their first, second, third cousins, 6 degrees of separations of trying to attach this person to this thing that somebody else did or said. It's ridiculous. It's fundamentally ridiculous.
Aren't we supposed to be on the same team?
I'm sorry?
Aren't we supposed to be on the same team? You know what I
You would
mean?
think so. That's again, that's going back. So I don't understand people that bring Sheena up on panel. I don't understand people that want to say they're neutral, because how are you neutral in a Schmurder case? Like, that makes no sense. I thought that this community was about people that do not appreciate Gypsy Rose being online and influencing just anybody, children, anybody, or monetizing off of their disgusting crime, considering all of the facts and the evidence that has come out in this case that disproves everything that the mainstream media told us. That's where I stand. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm done with it, so now I'm going to associate with Sheena's and Breeze and like these people of the world. They're scum of the earth, in my opinion. Scum of the earth. They stand for nothing. It doesn't matter. Like, so why are people bringing them up on panels? And that goes, Autumn, like, why have you been on panel? Why are you on panels with Sheena? Like, why are you talking to Sheena?
I
That
haven't been
goes
on
for
a
probably
panel with
everybody
Sheena.
that's on my panel
It
right
wasn't.
now. Why
It
are
wasn't
you
her
guys
It
panel.
wasn't
talking to
me. I
people
have
like
not been on a
this?
panel with Sheena. The only panel that was when we were arguing with Morbid and I was waiting on my turn to go at it with Key. I was on Keisha's panel. I've never been on a panel with fucking Sheena.
That's true.
Sheena came on your panel, remember?
Well,
No,
I
never.
apologize. I
Yes,
thought
remember
if I'm
at the
wrong about that, Autumn,
beginning?
I apologize.
Remember at the beginning, when
Before
when your
the
panel got
nudes?
taken over by the rogue mod?
Okay, before the nudes and shit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was like, hell
But
no,
that's the
I ain't been
only
on no
time
fucking
that I
panel.
recall.
Well, I just, you're not going to be able to reason. You're not going to be able to find middle ground with any of these people that went out of their way to befriend Gypsy. Like, you're just not. You're just not. If I was on YouTube, I would have said that much harsher. But you're not. And so for the quiches, the Kesh, whatever you want to call her, of the worlds, I also found it just absolutely in poor taste. I talked about this in the beginning of my live stream yesterday. To bring Morbid up, really, give me a break. I find these people to be flip-floppers, wishy-washy, whichever way the wind blows. They want to be friends with everybody, but then also at the same time be able to talk smack about them. I don't see anybody that stands for anything. All I see is a bunch of backstabbing, a bunch of nitpickers, a bunch of drama seekers, and it's especially this bad over here on TikTok, man. TikTok is the worst when it comes
Um,
to this stuff.
hey, Case, I don't want to interrupt you, but Kaisu is requesting now, they said, and she's an OG, like OG, OG.
Okay, I'm looking. I still don't. Oh, Kai, I see him. Okay.
You should, I bet you know Kaisu. You have to know Kaisu.
Hi.
What's
All
up?
right.
One, I just want to clear something up about the Morbid thing. I think he's allowed to be grieving. You remember back, you were there too, Case. You were sat on the panels at one point.
He's allowed to be grieving? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you right there. He's allowed to be grieving? Do you understand that he was bullying and attacking her
Yes,
just
I
last
do.
week?
Do you understand
And
who
do you
I am?
actually think... No, okay, Kai-Su.
I'm one of Dank's
Okay.
closest friends, Case. Okay, I understand. I don't like Morbid. I don't like Morbid. Okay, but I understand.
You really
why
think
he
this
came.
guy is
Let
grieving?
me. Can I finish? Just let me finish. Okay. I
I
understand
guess,
why he
man.
came to Morbid because I bet he fucking hurts. And you know what? I bet he feels
Really?
like shit. Let me finish. And you know what? Good, because he treated Dank poorly in the end. But you know what? At one point she did love him. She did love him, and she loved it on those panels.
Oh, so she loved him calling her and her husband racist and attacking her. She loved that.
I said at the beginning.
Loved seeing. So you really think so? Dank was a good person.
Do you
so
not
you think
listen
Dank
to people's
loved watching
words?
him?
You're using my friend's death for clout right now, Case. Please stop.
You're using your friend's death to try to whitewash this POS. What are you talking
I'm not
about?
whitewashing
I'm not
nobody.
holding hour-long live streams, sitting here crying. I barely knew
What am I
Dank.
whitewashing?
So
I'm
what are
not
you
whitewashing
talking about?
nothing.
You really think that this guy, this dude, this sadistic guy is grieving? Are you serious? No, he used it as an opportunity. He used it as an opportunity because he felt guilty. I don't even know if he's capable of feeling guilt, but he was just using his platform of 15.2 thousand people last week to hurl insults and labels at her. Do you think that Dank, being the good person that she was, because everything I saw from her, she was a decent person. Do you think that she likes seeing him post my 6-year-old child? Do you think she likes seeing that? Do you think she likes seeing him post where I live? Do you think that she likes seeing the stuff that he did years past in discords with children?
You did not listen to a word I said, Case. You're letting your hate get to you. Please just listen to somebody.
I do hate him. Heck yeah.
You're allowed to hate him.
Definitely do.
That is fine. I never said you're not allowed to hate him. Do you think I like the guy? Nope, not fucking really, Case. You have to listen. I've already said no. She didn't like Morbid right when she passed, but she loved him at one time. At one time, they were close. At one time, she spent almost every night for 2 years
Morbid's not close
with
with anybody. They were not close, so you're not going to sell me on that.
Okay. Case, was you close with Dank?
No.
I was. I was. And while I'm up here, the only reason I came up here, so this is done with me and you, Case. Thank you for that. Pretzi, change your fucking profile picture.
I asked people to not curse on this.
Sorry. I didn't know that. I just got here. Pretzi, change your freaking profile picture.
He asked repeatedly. And
nobody is talking to you, Mimi. Kaisu, I am truly sorry for your loss. I know that.
As her friend,
can I finish?
Listen,
I finish?
I don't need you to finish because many of her friends, her closest friends on this app, we don't like seeing people with her profile picture. Do you know why? Because we think when that comes in, it's fucking her. Change it.
Okay, can I finish?
If you want to have pictures of her, you could post them.
I'm going to have to agree with
Kai-Su.
You need to change your profile photo. I didn't even know that was her profile photo. I didn't even know that was her profile photo. That you should probably, I guess, definitely change that.
the guys hate it.
And Kimberly, it's completely different than, you know,
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I saw a comment from,
Hi, if you're able to, I know you're upset, but Prezzy's up here telling people that I was the last person to bully Dank, and Dank did not like me.
I'm being
When did
Oh
honest
I
with
my
you.
say
To be
I was the
honest
God.
with you,
last
Mimi.
person to
Okay, hold
bully?
on.
I
Everyone, I want to
never
be
said
honest.
that up here.
Dank really didn't like either of you. Let's be real. Why do you think I'm so
I don't
fucking
think
mad
that
that you guys are
anybody
talking
should be
about my
speaking.
friend?
Listen, I'm also going to say I don't think anybody should be speaking for someone that is no longer here.
Fuck.
But yeah, I don't think the profile photo is in good taste. No.
No, that's the only reason I came up here.
Okay, are you gonna let me respond now?
Yeah,
No,
sure.
no one wants to hear it, Pretzy. We're
Okay, well,
telling
you
you
don't want to
what
hear
our
it then.
feelings, and if you can't change it, then that just shows what
Dude,
kind
I
of person
swear.
you
This is the
are.
last time I do a TikTok live. This
You
is
know
gonna
you're
be
lying,
so I
Case.
can't
You know you're
there's no
lying.
telling what I'm gonna wake up to tomorrow. This shit's gonna be fuck.
You live for it. I can tell you're over there with your Duper's Delight on full blast. I already see it.
It's gonna be bad, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's just how it is over
The
here.
case is right. We don't need to talk about who Dank liked and didn't like. That's not, it doesn't matter. I just want the profile picture removed. I don't care if you guys have make posts about her. Good. I want to see posts about her. But you don't need to have profile pictures up. And if I catch you doing a fucking GoFundMe for her, Pretzy, so help me. So
I did
fucking
not
help.
do that. I didn't even say that. So go take that up with Mimi.
I don't want
I'm
to catch
gonna post.
anybody doing a
So
GoFundMe for her unless
Listen,
it's
I'm not
fucking
gonna have Pressy
her
accuse me
family.
of just making this up. So when I get off of this live, I am gonna go through all the messages I received yesterday about it. I'm gonna crop the people out
Yeah.
of them, and I am going to post them.
Oh,
All right, but
la-di-da.
let me counter that. Let me say something here, guys. This and Mimi, this I mean no disrespect towards you when I say this, but this is kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to again, I'm very hesitant to say the word community at this point. But this is the fundamental issue that I have when it comes to what's going on in this community is stuff like this. You're alienating your audiences and people that want to watch when you are spending all of your time digging in and trying to discredit, demean, or insult this person or that person. Now, don't, but also I understand there's caveats to that. Yeah, like, no, nobody should be doing GoFundMe's or anything like that, unless it's her immediate family. But hasn't this gone on enough with the whole just attacking people left and right and holding these panels where everybody is screaming over each other? Like, I don't know how you guys even have hair left at this point. I want to rip out all of my hair from after just being the last hour of this
God.
live stream. This is not
Can
what
you
I
let
like to
Lenny
do.
up? Sorry, your chat's blowing you up. They want Lenny up.
Sure. Who is that? I don't know.
She's been
I'm just
around.
reading your
Okay, yeah.
chat.
Oh, I know Lenny. Yeah, she was up earlier, or yes,
She's the
or
crime con lady. She goes to
Oh,
crime
that's
con and all
Lenny.
that.
Sorry, Lenny.
Yeah, that's me. First of
I know
all, I
Lenny.
want to. Hello, hi guys. First of all,
Hey.
I'm driving, but I do want to say that I am sorry. I was not. I didn't know Dank as well as everyone else does, as everyone else did. And yes, I am upset and about it because you know what? Especially when you're old. I don't think a lot of people understand this. When you get older and there is someone that is younger and they pass away, it is heartbreaking. You know, she was only 40 years old. She had the world in front of her. She made people laugh. Like her and I had many conversations, and I said this before. I've never spoke to her in DM, but you know what? She was a good person. And the people that said shitty stuff to her, oh, sorry, I know you. The people that said crappy stuff, and then she passed away, you're the ones that are going to have to live with it because you never know what tomorrow brings. And so that's on you. People making up donations and lying about it, there's a special place in hell for people like that. Number 2, or 3, 4, I don't know. Pretzy and Mimi, you guys used to be such good friends. And I understand that this should be bringing everyone together, not ripping them apart. And when the sides fight, it takes away from what we are trying to accomplish. And Dank wouldn't want that. Dank, we all know what Dank wants. So maybe we should respect that part of it. And Pretzi, I do agree with the picture being up. Like, that's, especially if you've lost someone before or you're really close to them and seeing the pictures, it's very disturbing. Like,
And
think
Lenny,
about,
if you don't mind, I just wanted to say one
Yeah.
thing to add on to what you're saying right there, because I wanted to respond to this a minute ago, because somebody in the comments had said, when it comes to, they were like, how do you think Dee Dee's family, feels about, when people used her profile photo or her photo as their profile photo? Well,
exactly. I was just going to say that.
but just let me say, like, I was one of the people on the forefront of her that anniversary. Was it her anniversary or birthday? I can't remember. And I was like, let's send a message, and everybody used this one photo for one day. But that's different. That's different. We're talking about somebody that was a victim, somebody that lost their life, somebody that is no longer here. You know what I'm saying? So that was different, and it was to serve a purpose, because that's what this community was initially about, was raising awareness.
What I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like, Pretzi, I don't think I'm not mad. Like, we're not mad at you for doing that. It's just it's a trigger for some people, and maybe one day we can all take our picture and do it. And do Dank's picture to just in celebration, or to just like remember her. But I'm just tired of all this fighting back and forth, and we're all on the same side.
Well,
and
that's the thing. Not everybody is.
Everybody's been doing crappy things to each other.
Yeah.
And look at Dank is gone. Now, what about the next person you fight with? Like, I'm sorry, there's people on the other side of the street that I do not go on, and I say crappy stuff about them. I will never take that back, because they are crappy people. But these are people you were friends with, you laughed with at one time.
Well, yeah, and also you don't know. Like, listen, like I'm a strong guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am. I've gotten stronger over the years. I'm able to let some things roll off my shoulder. When you get doxxed the first time around, it's scary. You're gonna be it's an unnerving feeling. That's for sure. And and it affected me the first time, my family, as a result, because of how I was and my headspace at that time. But I'm stronger these days. Like, so I'm able to let stuff roll off my shoulder. But you don't know how this is going to affect other people when you dox them, or their family members, or their children, or post where they live, or make up lies. Like, very, very disgusting and defamatory and slanderous lies against people. You don't know how that person, who you don't know in real life, is going to handle those things. So I strongly encourage everybody. It's the internet. It's not real life.
Yeah. No, and I know, but you know what? And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Some of the people that are upset, maybe they didn't talk to Dank every day, but they do consider her in the community, because some people don't get to leave their house. They don't have a ton of friends. Online is their friendship.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's honestly a problem, and that's honestly what you see with a lot of this stuff. It's parasocial fixations, and it can either go one way, where it's like a strong, I love this person, or it can go the opposite way, and it's this obsession, it's this hate fueled agenda, like guys, I've had more and people say, I joke around when I say the word stalker, but dude, no, I literally have had 1, 2, 3. I don't consider Morbid a stalker. He's just a douche. But I've had literally 3 stalkers that check off every box of that description when you look up the definition of a stalker. And and I'm talking for years, obsession every single day. You look at their pages, it's a manifesto shrine dedicated to me and all this stuff. But like it's like I said, it just goes one way. They love bomb, or they really like a creator, or it's the other way. But the lengths they go to, when not both ways are wrong, because the thing is that when they love somebody online, that means that they're going to go and attack that other person so hardcore that goes against the person that they love, and they're going to there's no bounds that they're binded to. Like they're going to go full on hard in the paint against you. And when they hate you,
there is somebody in the chat, and I don't know if you know Mel, and she keeps saying that she wants to come up to explain the
I tried to add her.
Sharon thing.
I did. I tried to add her.
Who is Sharon? Who's Sharon? What's the Sharon thing? What is that?
Well, Mel, you have to request. I added you, and you didn't come up.
But does anybody know who Sharon is? I don't know what the Sharon thing is. Who's Sharon?
Oh, Sharon? That's probably my Sharon, but I don't see her either.
Oh, okay, because Mel said she wants to come up and explain the Sharon thing, and I'm not sure who Sharon is.
Oh, well, no, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon's on YouTube. She's my friend.
Okay. She's asking to explain that. She said she just sent another request.
Okay. Yeah. But anyways,
I just have one more thing to say, and I'm done. And Autumn, I still don't know why you're in these chats. You need to get offline, and if you want to keep things on good terms with your family, you need to do that.
Get offline. You can be online, but I can't. That's respectfully, I'm closer than anybody because I'm family. So you can.
No, you can be online. It has nothing to do with being family. You can be online.
No, it's just you're instigating, and it's. If you either want to be friends with you want your family, or you want to instigate on this side. So, I mean, you want to hurt your family. There's no happy medium.
And I'm to my rights. I'm entitled to my right to speak my opinion. I'm entitled to have my opinion. Family, regardless, I can still speak whatever the fuck I want to. So I don't know why you think that it.
No
sorry, it
Why
doesn't matter.
like that?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter your opinion. What are you doing on here talking about it? You don't even know that.
Why are you so
worked up?
You don't either.
But you have. You're in this community. You're in this community.
Calm down. Calm down.
And honey, if you knew me,
I don't give a shit.
If you knew me, you would know.
Girl, bye. I'm going on my panel to show this timeline.
Okay, everybody go to Autumn's timeline to see the fake timeline, or go to Salty Carolina Girl has the actual timeline.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
The crazies be crazy, and hi, Solon.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. Like, why? If you want to keep, this is the isn't social media the problem with her and her brother? She wants to have like some sort of relationship with them. Then don't be talking about Gypsy and him. Like, this is the last place you should be. Just common sense.
You've been waiting to tell her that, huh, Lenny?
Oh, I've been waiting for months. And you know me, and I do. And like, it just gets me mad that she caused all that problems for nothing. And I'm mad at Wilson because we all believed her and she made a fake freaking donation.
Hold on, what's the timeline? Fill me in, guys.
I don't know.
For Autumn, Salty Carolina has a 2-part video on her page explaining everything with receipts.
So like the Gypsy timeline? Or the Autumn timeline?
The Autumn timeline.
Okay, gotcha. So she made her
timeline. Salty Carolina Girl. You guys know her. She's really, really smart.
Yeah,
and she
knows
went back over.
Very good.
She noticed a couple things with Autumn. She hardcore believed Autumn at first too. Then she noticed inconsistencies. I guess she went back over all the lives and everything else. And she basically points out and shows you with receipts all the inconsistencies and all the mistruths that were spoken by Autumn about the situation.
So then Autumn went to AI and made her own timeline?
Autumn's saying, no, South Carolina girl's wrong. This is how it happened. And she's changing the events from what we actually all saw happen. So, yeah.
And I'm sorry. I'm just like, I didn't, and I know I get upset, but I have a really, like when people pass away, it really bothers me. Like it always has. And it just really bothers me that there was this wonderful 40-year-old girl who like was married and had all this stuff and she passed away. And then you have people that are filled with evil and they shouldn't be here and they are. Like somebody told me when my mom passed away that it was because my mom was a good soul. And then I look at my stepfather, who's a total, his name was Dick, so I used to call him my step Dick. It was not an insult, maybe. But he's like 80 some years old. And he did nothing in his life. And my mom did so much for so many people that she donated. She did stuff for kids. We had hay rides for the whole haunted houses for the whole town, and no one paid. Like my mom, I can honestly say my mom was really a wonderful person. And I am so, and she died at 49. So when I see somebody young die that have so many people that love them, and it really hurts. And and I feel bad for like anybody that was friends with her that, because she is a person, even if it is just online, but she brightens many people's lives. And I'm sorry for taking.
No, you're
I'm
good.
sorry,
You're good, Lenny. And let me also just mention real quick, circling back, because I forget stuff, so I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
But like in regards to, you guys were mentioning the timeline and stuff and yes, Salty Carolina Girl, she did do a whole freaking timeline that was very compelling and pointed out a lot of things. But like as I was talking to Hidden in Plain Sight with earlier, and they were giving me a lot of pushback on this, but I was like, like the whole photo that Autumn posted, where she obviously you're going to blur out the child's face. That's the right thing to do. But I didn't understand blurring out her own face. And then it was explained to me that because she had acne.
It's not even her, guys. Come on.
No, I don't. The photo doesn't. No. I'm on record as saying I don't really believe that photo. I just don't. It doesn't. I don't know. Her face is a lot. The symmetrics are. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean? But like, just show the unedited version. Nobody's gonna care about a photo if you had some acne that long. We see you. Like, so I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
Just to, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, wait, let me just say this. When I realized that Autumn does not deserve grace was the last time she was up on your panel and you were telling her, well, if you know that you ruined your chances with being with your family, then show the proof so people believe you on this side. She doesn't. She's playing both sides. You can't ride up the middle. I mean, you could be in here, like in the community, and not be involved. Everybody, but like,
sorry, I was just going to say,
signal, Lenny.
Sorry,
just
to add on
Let Mel talk.
Let me welcome Mel up. She was wanting to come up. Let's let her
Hi.
speak.
I'm really sorry. I have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
didn't see her. But I was just saying.
Oh no, sorry. So yeah, Linny, I agree with the photo thing. That actually, in this world of like so much AI and edited pictures, actually uploading an authentic picture where you have got spots and you don't look your best and you just look happy to be there in the moment with your niece would actually probably be a good thing, because it kind of shows that you're human and avoiding the drama and you're not there to just have a little photo shoot.
And also, Mel, you could also, sorry, I want you to speak, but I just want to say, but also, you're talking about in the world that we're living in now with AI and all these, Photoshop, you could just have AI remove your acne and then post the photo, but never mind.
Yeah, you could. That's a really good point, actually, yeah. And then the other thing I was going to say is, I'm so sorry I've been spamming your chat with this, but it has been driving me insane for however long it's been going on for now, where everyone's saying that Sharon had to give you $700 and this, that, and the other. And it's just not true. I was in that live and I remember what happened, but I think I'm probably going to get my words wrong because I'm in the UK and I don't really fully understand how your like cards and stuff work, but we call it like a debit card in the UK, and I think it's like maybe a
We do.
checking account there.
Right.
And what Sharon was saying is that her card wasn't able to donate because it was an older card, or that it just didn't have that compatibility, or I'm not sure exactly on that bit. So she got a credit card so that she was able to donate because she wanted to,
Right.
not because anyone was holding her hostage to do so. But yeah, that was just what I wanted to explain there, that actually when everyone says it, it's a load of rubbish.
Thank you.
And that, yeah, I just wanted to sort of set the record straight on that as someone who's completely unbiased and hasn't got any, I'm in a complete other country, like, but
I love your accent too, by the way.
Oh,
but thank you. I appreciate you coming up and definitely saying that. But it's like I was telling them, I was like, look, even if she had, that is not my fault. Like, but like they were trying to, but no, I would never encourage somebody to go and take out no, that never happened.
I think the only thing you've ever asked her for is goats.
Yeah, definitely. I want goats. I definitely want, yeah. And she's really trying to get me to go and visit those goats, me and my family, which she's a sweetheart. Like, I love Sharon.
She's internet mama. Like,
she's my internet mama.
If she ever wants to adopt me too, I would love that.
Oh, now those are fighting words, Mel. She's mine. But no, thank you. I appreciate you actually, somebody that listened, taking the time to clarify that, because it's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous what people, you know how it, like, you see how it is. People will take one thing and spin it in so many different forms, and the next thing you know, you're like, how did we get here?
Yeah. And I think with, the sad sort of passing of Dank, I think everyone's got heightened emotions at the minute, and it is really hard for people to sort of just see through actually what would she want. And I've never spoken to her that I remember, but I know that she's really lovely and I always enjoyed listening to her. And actually she would want none of this. She wouldn't want the drama, she wouldn't want the arguing. And I mean, she stood 10 toes down every time and she would fight her corner, but she hated to see everyone else fight, and it's just sad. And there just doesn't need to be the drama. Let's just all go in the right direction again.
I agree, and I don't know. Again, this is why I don't do TikTok lives very often, and because it's serious. Like, I'll come in here thinking that I'm probably not going to have, that many people want to join or listen or whatever, and I'm just talking about just Monday, and then all of a sudden it's scream fests. It's like I'm getting restricted. I'm being clipped. Like, there's like all this stuff. It's like, oh my god. Like,
I can't lie. I put this on to fall asleep to because it's quite late here in the UK, and everyone started shouting. So if everyone could tone it down a little,
right?
I can maybe go to sleep to your soothing tones.
They do that all the time. They can't talk. Like, I can have an argument and speak like this. I don't have to yell. I don't have to cuss. I don't have to scream. Don't get me wrong. When some people,
I think maybe we should take away the word argument though and change it to discussion, because it doesn't need to be an argument saying, everyone can have different opinions, but it doesn't need to end up as heated debates every time. It'd just be nice if everyone could go, well, I think this, you think that. Let's go have a cup of tea.
One at a time, exactly. Like, everybody says what they want to say, one at a time. But again,
and I've definitely yelled before.
And also, it's like, I don't listen to these TikTok panels. I'll pop in here and there if there's somebody up that I want to hear from. I very rarely watch other creators other than a couple of people. But like the thing is, it's just when shit, I totally lost my train of thought. Fucking A. I'm so sorry, guys. This has been a whirlwind. Somebody else speak. It'll come back to me.
Well, I just want to say it always seemed, and I'm not, besties with Mimi, but it always seems like Mimi and Key get the brunt of everything that happens in this community. And I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. Like, you don't have to like somebody to be respectable.
Well, it's called a scapegoat.
And the digging into the personal lives, that's what's crazy. But again, you're seeing how, I remember what I was going to say, but like the stuff that goes on TikTok is far worse, I feel, than what I've dealt with on YouTube. Because like this whole Sal's and what's it, Chewy thing, right?
Ugh.
That's some crazy stuff, man. That's the point that nobody should ever get to when it comes to somebody on the internet that they're never going to meet or have any real interaction with whatsoever, that mean nothing to them or in their real day-to-day life. It's just an obsession and a hate, and it goes too far.
And do you know what's sad about that case is nobody even learned from that. The other side was so upset about it, so mad about it. The very next day, festering made the same type of attacks, said the same kinds of things to Puffy.
Yep, and nobody
So
cared.
it basically Uno reversed
Nobody
to
cared.
that side doing it, and nobody cares. There's no outrage.
Well, I'll say nobody on that side cared.
But the thing is, as well, would anyone even recognise them if they walked past them in the street? And I think that's just where everyone needs to remember that the internet isn't
They
real
open
life.
their mouth, I will. I'll recognize their voice.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I mean, yeah, if you're, it really is inconsequential. It really is. Like, unless, I mean, it's just never worth it to go that far. I mean, the digging and the prying and the doxing and the threats and going after children and just making this up, that contacting CPS, like, dude, it's insane. It's insane.
It's ridiculous. And even like right now, Kathy, what's happening tonight? You're threatening Mimi. What's happening? What's gonna happen? Never ends. I swear, it never ends.
Well, Pretsy, Sheena, and Autumn have worked together for a few days. They're going to come out now. They said they have phone calls with me and messages with me. Oh, I'm behind all of this. And I'm going after families and I'm looking for social security numbers and all types of stuff. So I've been asking them to post the proof for 4 days now. Apparently, I guess they got the AI machine to work, that now they're going to do it tonight. But I'm waiting.
Let me say this real quick. Stiletto cuts quick. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I said this last week. People need to stop platforming Sheena, Bree, especially people that say that they are anti-gypsy.
Exactly.
Because
Amen.
it is utterly absurd at this stage, at this point in time, with all of the, insanity by definition is repeating the same act over and over again and expecting a different result. You are not going to meet in the middle or change these people's minds over who they choose to associate with and what they actively turn a blind eye to. And to expect differently is absurd. And I also, somebody else, probably smarter than me, I saw their video kind of talking about this earlier today, and they said, the people that are trying to pretend as though they are neutral, that's another absurdity.
Yeah,
there is no
there's no such thing. We tried that. Okay, we tried the neutral party thing, and it did not go well. There is no more neutral parties. Pick a side.
Thank you.
Period.
And Mimi does get the brunt of Mimi does get the brunt of a lot of things, and that's not fair either, because they have done a lot worse on the other side. But that's okay. It was justified, in Sheena's words.
But I feel like that's what happens when you're strong and you're confident, and I don't back down, and I do stick up for other people a lot. So I feel like that makes me a big target for them.
Pretzi. Mm-hmm.
Well, why am I such a target? That's what I would love to know. Like, why the heck am I such a target?
The same reason, because you're confident, you're smart, you know what you're saying, you intimidate them. I feel like that's what it is.
I think part of the reason that they go for you as well is that you defend yourself and you don't back down, which is a really good trait to have, but also it just gets them to know that they're getting under your skin, so they go further and further.
They do love that.
it's difficult because
They do love that, and it's also, and thanks, Mo. Like, I mean, yeah, no, they do. They love to get under your skin, and it's like, I'm sure you obviously you follow me, you know the stuff I talk about and whatnot. I try to ignore 99% of it, but then every now and then, dude, I'm only a human being. I'm only human,
there's only
and
so much you can take, isn't there, before you do just snap and it just gets too much.
it's vileness. It's disgusting. You know, I never thought I would see the day where someone would actually post unedited photos of my 6-year-old child and give out his name or show photos of where I live. I never thought I would actually deal with that, but I have. And, you know, it's not surprising. I now understand who that person is, what they're about. What's just upset? It's like you're fighting, but then again, I also have to remind myself that I'm fighting against forces that are beyond my control. Like, I can't change people's minds. I can't, you know, I can put out things, I can show them things, but if they're willing to, but they just look past it. Like, I can't help that, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably just expected you to leave the internet, and that didn't happen. So,
Or
No, yeah.
retaliate more and then, you know, do the same to them, and then it just goes on and on and on, and you've only
Which I
ever
never
said
have.
you've just said your piece, and then, you know, the retaliation is them going further. They want you to bite, and it's stupid.
I
But
mean, I
sorry.
could have retaliated. I could have post. Oh, you're fine, Mel. I could have retaliated. I could have posted photos of this person's child or this person's husband or their address but it's just not in my nature. I don't. I mean, yeah, dude, I get mad sometimes. Sometimes I do, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there, and I'm definitely not going to involve kids. Period. And, you know, and then of course you're going to have people that are going to respond to that, and they're going to say, "Oh no, but you doxed Gypsy's baby." Didn't dox Gypsy's baby, guy. Like, what? I mean, you know, it's that kind of stuff. The rhetoric that they hold on to try to, you know, throw back in your face. Like, I had Christy who sent photos of Gypsy's kid to me and multiple other people. I made a mistake, sent it whatever, and then months later, it comes out, but it wasn't even the photos that were sent to me. And like, dude, they wanted that child's photos to come out, but then they'll say, "But you talk about Gypsy's kid." I'm like, no, I don't. Have you ever seen me make fun of her child? Have you ever seen me, like, you know, make fun of that child's looks like other people have? No, I absolutely have not. But she's putting her own child on the internet. The very thing that she said she was never going to do. The very thing she said she was never going to do, she is doing. And I don't care if you put a blur or an emoji over your kid's face. You are using that child to grift.
Agreed. Massively agreed. And I find that so wrong, especially when, you know, she'd not even had the baby yet, and she was saying that she isn't going to post anything online. And then it was, well, I'm not going to post her online when she's born. And then it's, I'm not going to post her face. And then it's, oh, I'm going to put an emoji over her face. And she, you know, when she gets older, she'll see that all this stuff, and it'll just really destroy her as she gets older. I can imagine that she's probably going to get enough of a hard life with her parentage.
It's going to be a whole. I feel so. I mean, as a parent, like, dude, I took my son to Chuck E. Cheese today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a blast.
That's kryptonite. That's my kryptonite.
I don't know what it is.
He beat me in skee ball. That dude hit the 10,000 thing like a million times. He's so good. But like, the thing that makes me sad as a parent is that, like, I'm a nobody, right? Like, but she is infamous. People know who she is, and her digital footprint on, like, she is not setting that child up for success. And that's what I've said a million times. If you genuinely love and care for that child, you're going to stop the antics. You're going to get offline. You're not going to be hiring PR teams. You're not going to be doing TikTok battles. You're not going to associate with the Crypt Keeper, Bree, and the Sheenas and the Morbids of the world. You're going to have a clean, quiet, low-key life. You're going to get a 9 to 5. And you're going to put that, remember how she said, I can't wait to, the fake crying, I'm going to give her the childhood I never had.
Yep.
You're not doing that. This is a child that is now going to have to be homeschooled. This is a child that's not going to be able to have sleepovers, go to birthday parties, have friends because of who her parents are. And that to me is the ultimate sad thing. And I've tried to have this conversation. I had Sheena on my TikTok panel months and months ago, a couple times. And this is what I said. I said this very same speech to her. And you know what her response was? Her response was, well, why should she have to get off the internet because of what you guys say?
It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's not worth it, Gypsy.
No.
It's just not.
They're going to say it anyways because she's a convicted murderer.
Okay. I need to bring something up that is going on in the comments. Okay. Why is everyone saying that Tiff Cindy gave the medical records when it wasn't her?
Wait, what?
I mean, that's how I always remember it. It was her and Wicked and Sweet as Honey and that whole group.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know about this.
No, it wasn't.
Back in the day.
It was probably Christy that took the picture.
Of what?
Because remember when the baby's records or whatever with her shots or whatever got leaked?
Oh, yeah. Somebody told me about that a while ago, which I had totally didn't even remember.
Exactly. And it's not a big deal. And because you know why?
Now that would be a HIPAA violation. That would be a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, but you know
hidden in
what,
plain sight.
people? But here it is. Here, how much do you want to bet that Christy took it? Or somebody?
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's possible.
But I am upset that everyone keeps blaming Tiff, and it wasn't her because it just wasn't. And here's the thing.
I think you're right. I think you're onto something, Lenny, because if that were true, yes, that's a lawsuit. That is, you're gonna contact the authorities. They're gonna do an investigation into it.
That's what was said afterwards, that whoever it was, and I was always told,
got fired.
Yes, that they
Because
got
that's what
fired.
Sheena
And
said.
I was
Sheena-
told over and over that it was Cindy Lou Who. And that's what I remember as it being on
I heard it was a nurse.
And Mimi, it was not her. Because
I thought
you
it
know
was.
what?
Wasn't it? Didn't they say initially it was like a nurse or something that shared that?
Allegedly.
Initially?
Well, they put somebody's name up who wasn't even them, thinking it was Tiff, and it was somebody else, and like they don't know. But allegedly, Sheena got them fired, and everybody got them fired. Well, let me tell you, Tiff still has her jobs, and so does everybody else. So apparently, I'm just sticking up for what's right. But it doesn't. So what? And why? And here's the thing. And why would somebody want to lose their job over that piece of crap,
Right.
Tipsy?
Yeah, you're not going to go through the training and the schooling for that long to just throw it all away for some trivial, piece of content that nobody will be talking about after 48 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got more outrage about the baby picture than these medical records got. So what does that tell you? And it wasn't even you who gave out the pictures.
No, I didn't. But the thing is that they were sent to multiple people. And then also the thing is, what I always found weird about that whole thing was, it was months later after those photos were sent to me that somebody, you guys probably, Mimi, you guys probably remember there was some account or two accounts. I think it was one main account here on TikTok that did post photos of the baby, but they weren't the photos that were sent to me. They were different photos.
Yep.
I can't remember who that person was. I've forgotten more when it comes to this stuff than most people ever know.
Mandyland, she put photos out. Mandyland's.
That's who it was.
Was there not something with Amber J as well?
Yeah, she was involved, but I don't know the extent. I don't remember.
There's just so
but she
much
was
drama.
involved.
But I'm going to drop down. But thank you for letting me
Thank
up.
you,
I really
Mel.
appreciate it. And
Yeah, you were
I
awesome.
just thought you probably have seen me before. It's Fluffy Stingray on YouTube. My
Fluffy
thing is,
Stingray. Okay, I'm gonna try to
it's
remember that. Fluffy Stingray.
it's
Do me a favor, come up on a YouTube live stream.
oh, I'll
You know,
try
it's a
it.
lot different and more chill
It's a
over there.
lot different.
When do you go live, Case? Like, do you have a schedule or you just go whenever?
Yeah, usually every other day, at like 3:15, 3:30 Central.
But cool,
All
great.
right. Well,
Thanks for
I
having
gotta
me,
run. I'll see you
and
around, Case.
have a good evening.
Thanks, Mel. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mel.
Bye.
Yeah, pop up sometime. And Solon. Okay. Thank
And
you.
and I just have one other thing. I just thought about this because I'm weird. But now, if the baby's information was leaked and not a picture, wouldn't she be running the TMZ, like playing the victim?
Yeah, she would.
Exactly. Oh, poor Gypsy.
Yeah.
Everybody's out to get her.
No, they wanted those photos out, in my opinion.
And the medical.
But, you
I
know,
think they did the medical to make it look like if there is or isn't a child.
yeah,
Man.
that's a trigger for them because I've always found it weird how hard they go after, and I don't like the guy. Like, I'm done with that dude. My algorithm is so much better after I blocked Karma Collector because he's I forget this is TikTok, so I won't finish my sentence. But I like my algorithm a lot more. But the fact that how hard they went after that guy, and what he was saying, and I gotta admit, there for a while, I was really pondering whether or not there truly is a kid. I don't think there's any. I just don't think. I believe there is. Now, are there other circumstances surrounding that? Yeah. Is there a lot of, like I don't know if she naturally gave birth. Like, there's questions I have. Was she born on the date that she said? I've always found that to be quite convenient for the baby to be born on the 1 year anniversary of her being released from prison, because we know how Gypsy is with it when it comes to dates. So like, yeah, I find there's a lot of questions around that. But the information that is out there, rest assured, it's out there because they wanted it out there.
Exactly.
Just like Christy sending the photo. Why would Christy Blanchard send photos she tried to send photos to me the very first time I talked to her when I was doing this little friend troll, trying to get information, which in hindsight, I wish I had never done. But when I did that, I never let up on Gypsy. I didn't pretend I liked Gypsy. Matter of fact, I said everything I wanted to about Gypsy when it came to Christy. And, but why would she try to send me, a known anti-Gypsy creator, photos of her child the very first time I talked to her? Because she wanted me to put them out there.
Bazinga. Yep. And you know that Christy sent those photos. She wouldn't have sent them to the same people. The medical record or whatever it was, that one piece of paper, she wouldn't have sent it to the same people because they would have been like, oh, this is a trap.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, was it a set? I don't know. Was it like a set? Yeah. Mel, did you mean to come back?
No, sorry.
You're good.
Bye.
No, I don't know why this happens on TikTok. It's okay. Okay, I'll there. Okay, she's gone. Yeah, no, it was. I feel as though she wanted me to put them out there.
Yeah.
In hindsight,
Yeah.
Because it was. Because the thing is like, again, it was unsolicited. I didn't ask for them, obviously. And then like I forget how many months it was I talked to her. I want to say it was no more than 2 or 3 months that I talked to her. I'd have to go back and look. But then all of a sudden it was like 2-3 months later, she was like, oh, by the way, I never sent you those photos. Because she tried to send me the photos on all right, so initially, you probably heard the story. Initially, I got one of those, what is it called, like Text Now or WhatsApp things on my phone, and it was working initially, but then it stopped working, and like texts weren't coming through or whatever, and that was awkward, right? So I went and got a burner phone, and I was like, okay, sorry, Christy, this is my actual number. I was just nervous and didn't want you to have my real number. But even that, like, that was a burner phone, but a fake number. But so then whatever, and then so like 2-3 months later, she was like, oh, by the way, I never sent you those photos of Aurora, and then she sends them to me. Like, that's weird. And at that point, she knew how much I detested Gypsy.
That's insane.
So I don't know, for people to try to blame me for any of that kid's photos being leaked, which the photos that were leaked were not even the photos that were sent to me. Those were different photos, completely different photos.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you want to go off of that, why are you blaming me and not Christy? I mean, that's a
I
given.
know that they attacked you in a live the one time, and I'm like, why isn't Christy getting hate?
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, well, they're going to say, oh, because I manipulated her. Like, I took advantage of Christy. Like, dude, I'm a content creator. The fact that she even entertained me is her fucking problem. Like, not mine. I'm sorry. Like, my contempt for Gypsy Rose could not be more evident or clear as day.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I wish I had never done it.
That stinks. I'm sorry I chased everybody away from the panel.
No, it's all good. I'm about to wrap it up anyways. This has been a freaking hell of a weird live. I'll say that.
And I don't mean to get mad at everybody, but it's just like, watch, in a couple of weeks, Pretzi and Mimi will be friends again. So, like,
I don't know them. I don't know them enough to say.
They all just get mad at each other, and then something comes out, and then they hate, like people
Sounds
who
right.
hate bond. That's what it is. I just stay on my side of the street.
No, you're right. And by the way, thank you guys. I don't. If anybody has sent gifts, I think somebody just sent me a gift or something. Jan sent me so. Thank you, Jan. I don't know what that means, but thank you. But you're right. The hate bonding is exceptional and extraordinary when it comes to TikTok, especially. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, probably, I guess for some people it's like a modern day soap opera.
Yeah.
I guess that's where they get their entertainment from.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but my issue is like, I just don't like seeing people go so hard against others, and I mean, you've got people threatening to SA and beat people up, and just it's
and it was wrong what he said, and I'm not a fan. But I'm not a fan of Sal's either, because I've seen things that she's done. So I just choose not to listen to either one of them, which is, you know what I mean? But I want to hear that entire live, because I want to know what else was said. Because if he said that, then what were they saying too? Because what would make him feel?
Right, exactly.
Because
because
they were attacking that other girl, that poor girl that they're trying, somebody who's in the United, like, thinks that they could just call and report and get money taken off of somebody who's a single mom. It doesn't work like that. But
no, I know there's been too many circumstances and instances that I've seen. Mainly this stuff happens here on TikTok, and it's usually with Gypsies people, where I see them calling people's places of employment, like the whole Wilson thing, and just even with Toddy One Skip, right? Like on YouTube, I can't stand her.
Oh, I never followed her.
Cannot stand her, but people called her job, apparently. And I'm not for that either. It's when you try to take away somebody's livelihood, you've lost the plot. And you don't know who all you're going to affect in the process of doing these types. It's a snowball effect, especially if it's somebody who is the primary breadwinner of the household or whatever. It's gross. It's disgusting. And I don't know how people can resort to those types of levels. I don't know how anybody can manifest that amount of hate towards somebody that has no real impact on their day-to-day life to go to those levels.
Yeah. Well, Case, you're always welcome. If I ever do a live, you're welcome to come in. I don't like, we might talk about Gypsy, but I don't let any of the other side in. And we like talk about different things, not just like cemeteries and just different things, like all the asylums and histories and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's fun and it's interesting. It's not like, and like no one fights. It's, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, Lex, I just saw your other comment about people teaming up and the hate bonding. And look, it's I guess that's that elite 1% that I keep hearing about. Hate bonds are historically not going to turn out well for anybody whatsoever. It's actually like the hate bonding that I've witnessed online is insane. It is insane. It's like you see people teaming up with like literal PDFs, like literal PDFs online because they hate that person just as much as you do. It's crazy. It's wild, man. And I'm at the point where, like, especially when it comes to covering Gypsy or even being in, I've got 1 foot out the fucking door, literally 1 foot out the door. I've put up with more than any other creator that has covered Gypsy Rose has. And that's not a fucking flex. It's not a flex. I've had more court dates than any person should have. I've had more wellness checks or accusations or family members' docs than anybody else when it comes to this shit. And so it's gross, it's foul, it's disgusting, but it's a toxic community. And I think that this live stream today, if nothing else, proved how toxic this community is, especially in the wake of losing somebody like a dank Harley Quinn, who was a good person, who was, was on the right side of history, was a sweet girl, far too young. And look at what you have witnessed in the last 48 hours since her passing. It's vileness. It's just revolting. It's repulsive. And you see that a lot of it is just people that they don't have any real lives of their own. And it's just they use this for a source. It's like a dopamine hit for them. This online shit that does not matter at the end of the day. No. Truly doesn't matter. When I in this live stream, I'm going and hanging out with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit doesn't matter. It's lame. You know, like, it's good to talk about, but you have to be able to compartmentalize, this stuff. You cannot let it carry over into your how you feel overall on a day in, day out basis. Can't let it affect your mental health. You see people having full on breakdowns on TikTok live streams, and just go scorched earth on any and everybody that they can as some sort of form of self-therapy. And I got news for them. It's not therapy, and it's not therapeutic. It's not a benefit to their overall well-being. People need to learn to put the phone down, get off the panels, stop inviting that into your life, because that's what you're doing. Anytime you go up on a panel to confront somebody, or you have somebody come onto your panel to have a back and forth with them that that you're at odds with, you're inviting that negativity and that toxicity into your life. And you have to have enough wherewithal and self-awareness to know this is not going to help anything. So no, I'm not going to do it.
Well, look at remember when Mimi and Cajun Jen and Naomi, they were all like fighting and hating each other. Well, Naomi's in the hospital, like in hospice right now. And Mimi and Jen were on a panel and they were coexisting, and it was kind of nice. And I wish we can all do that instead of like going real life with people.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to stop. It's going to
I
keep
know.
going. I can stand on my soapbox all day.
Yeah.
It ain't going to change anything.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna? Oh, Case, you know what I'm gonna do next time I see Chris Hansen? I'm gonna ask him about your weirdo. And see what
Oh,
he says.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause I
She's
see
still
him.
at it. I mean,
Yeah, I see him. I see him, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, remember? Because I was at the bar drinking with them, and I totally forgot about it, or I would have asked them.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you know her name, definitely. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I
I would
do.
love
Yeah,
to get an update. What he
yeah.
thought, like his real unfiltered thoughts on that would be.
Oh my
But
god,
and
I'll make a video. I'll make a video and send it to you. I
and
don't know if I'm gonna see
please,
him. Oh wait, when is my?
please do.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna go. On the I'm trying to think if I'm gonna go on the CrimeCon cruise because I think he's a speaker on it, but I'm not
Interesting.
sure.
Huh.
Mhm. Yeah, he's doing really good with the roadblocks thing and like
I don't
yeah.
even know what that is.
Oh, it's
I'm friends with I'm friends with a collaborator of his, but I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
he is roadblocks. It's like how the adults are grooming the kids through the video games.
Mm.
It's really, really interesting.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, no, I could see that too.
Yeah, and like how you could protect yourself and your kids, and
Yeah, I
like he's
think.
doing a
Well,
really good thing with that.
I could add some stuff. By the way, let me say this real quick before I wrap this up too. Um, I said yesterday I took down some community posts that I made. I said this early in my stream, but I do stand by what I said, and I think that there are people in this community that should recognize the toxicity that they are bringing and the drama that they are inflicting. And hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. Stop holding these panels. Stop holding these panels where you're bringing the Sheenas and the Breeze and all these people up. Just stop, dude. Just like stop, man, because you're adding nothing but dysfunction to an already fractured community of people that want to move past all of this nonsense. So just have like a little list on hand and be like, okay, that person's not coming up. We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to talk to that person. We're not going to call that person's job. Just like basic human fundamentals. Maybe they should just try it. And I'll go ahead and name drop them. Quiche, Kesh, whatever you want to call her. All right. Instigator, flip flopper, wishy washy, always in the middle of a bunch of BS. All right, her and her panels, and everybody involved in them. So that's why I'm not here on TikTok. I especially like the YouTube community for me is so much more. It's people. We are more like-minded. We are rational. We're more emotionally mature. We're not doing this type of nonsense. So that's really kind of it. That's the last thing I wanted to say. Not a fan of her. Never will be. Not a fan of that type of content. I think that what they are doing on these panels, I think it's truly affecting people to the effect that we're now seeing what we saw with this Sal's and this Chewy thing. Things are escalating too far, getting to where they should never be, and it's gross. It's just grotesque, in my opinion.
Yeah. Although Keisha was friends with her, so with
Well,
Dang. So
I
she
mean, look.
can
Sorry, go ahead.
no, Keish was friends with Dank. So right now, like just let her
I'm not talking about that.
Oh
No, that's
I'm
fine.
just saying, like let her because I know people are giving her crap too, but they like Dank was always on her panel.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. She has
Yeah,
a
but
right
I'm
to
just saying.
grieve. Do I find it in poor taste that she immediately held a live stream and then brought Morbid up? Yeah, I do. I genuinely do. I find that to
Yeah.
be in poor taste. But she has a right to grieve. That was her friend. She was close with her. You know.
Yeah. I guess
So
it's the whole I never got into his panel, so I'm sure like there was like kind of a little bonding thing at one time, but he's not. He's evil. And he's only around now for the money.
who? Morbid?
Yeah, he's only
No,
around
he's
for
not
the
in it for
money.
money. I talked about that earlier. No, he's not in it for the money. If he was in it for the money, he would have. That's a common misconception. No, he's doing what he's doing right now just for his own self gratification. He's losing money. He's losing subs. This is just what he does. So that's. I know a lot of people say that, and I always have to correct them because that's not the case. That's not what's going on. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know, but
But
yeah.
you know, everybody like, yeah, dude, like everybody. I mean, they have a right to grieve. That's not what I was talking about. What I was
Yeah.
talking about was just the panels in
Oh,
general.
yeah. Like yeah. Like I don't like the panel. Like I don't like to be on panels that they let Sheena up on because she just manipulates.
Deflects, spins.
Yeah.
It's you're not going to get anywhere. You know,
No.
she may say one thing to you, but she's going to do another.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks that she's this clever and crafty rage baiting troll, but really she's just pathetic. She honestly
And
is.
I don't it's like it's really sad. It's like they don't have friends. Like this is the first time that
Yeah.
they've ever been noticed in their life. That's how I feel. Like it's sad. But I gotta go, so I have to
Oh,
go.
yo, you're good, Lenny. I got to wrap it up, and it's
Okay.
storming
All
here.
right.
So
See you guys. Have a good
thank
day.
you. Thanks
All
for
right. Bye.
coming up. And so I'll wrap this up solo. I appreciate you guys for being here, especially for those of you that stuck through the beginning to the end of this fiasco of a live stream. I don't think I'm going to do another TikTok live for a while, guys. I'm going to be honest with you because this is some wild stuff over here, man. I don't know why why do I attract all of this, energy on my live streams? I don't know, but I'm taking a break from TikTok lives, man. I'm gonna stick to YouTube. You guys got some issues to work out over here. You really do. You really do. And it's probably only going to get worse going forward because history is the best prediction of the future. So, best of luck and all of that. But, it's just, I don't know. It's weird, right? It's just weird. You go from, it's just such a vast difference, from one app to the other. It's like you go on YouTube, I feel like it's more mature people on that app. It really is. And then you go to TikTok and it's more short form attention span, drama type stuff. And then you go to Instagram, and Instagram, it's like, the majority of people on Instagram believe Gypsy's lies. That's like her last frontier to be, to get praise, but she ain't going to make no money on Instagram. So that's the good thing. And I don't know about Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, so no, guys, I can't let anybody up. I gotta go. But yeah, best of luck. I don't know when I'm gonna do another one of these. I'm sure this thing has been clipped and it's gonna be spun a million different ways. And yeah, but thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all in the chat. And I will be doing a live stream as I normally do tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Link in bio. And hope to see you there. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.